Hello, gang, what is up? Fragger, dude, thank you so much for subscribing for 21 months, and a woot to you as well. Oh, Manic, hello. Oh, don't tell me what your appendix is doing, man. I'm a married man. Hi, everybody. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Man, I don't know about y'all. This week is kind of crawling by for me. It's been very, very, very trying. I can tell some of my kids are getting really tired of being stuck in the house and needing more attention and such, and also have a lot of work to do, so bad combination. But you know what? I have these to look forward to. I have these streams where we can sit and we can try to escape from idiot skeletons. We can ramble for hours on end about tabletop gaming and stuff. This week has lasted approximately 17 days. Yeah, I feel like time dilation is just getting worse and worse and worse as everything piles up. So, on the bright side, maybe it makes these streams feel like they go on forever. Should move up here. Everyone's kids have been running around playing with everyone else. I'm really looking forward to getting back to those days. I don't want to, you know. I'm not one of these people that's pushing for stuff to happen immediately, because I know we're not quite there yet. So I'm fine staying here. I mean, they told us here in Los Angeles we're pretty much stuck at home for all of June and July too. So yeah, we're already kind of making our peace with that. So might just need to shake things up a bit. Give the kids some new routines or something to do. Oh, you wish this day at home was longer up here? Oh, yeah. I'm really afraid we're gonna go through several cycles of yay, we beat it, oh no, it came back. Yay, we beat it, oh no, it came back. Like all over the world, because that really seems like what's going on right now. Talk about idiot skeletons, just wait till later on the island. Oh boy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it, because we're probably gonna play like 20 minutes of this and spend like 2.5 hours talking about like Magic the Gathering or something. Before I get geared up, I want to say at the risk of causing offense, I feel like I'm rapidly aging. We start discussing things over text box. I feel you on that, Cheese Whiz. I absolutely do. Hey, R. Dominic, what's up, buddy? Alright, pretty much just thumbing our nose. The whole thing is gonna be so much. Yeah. Yeah, I really hate that that's the case, but people going people. You know how they do. Cragger, yes, extremely stoked. I've never, like, okay, I missed all the Paper Mario games. The only one I had was Super Paper Mario on the Wii, except I had it in Japanese. And my Japanese was nowhere near good enough to actually understand what was going on. So, just like this Animal Crossing was my first Animal Crossing, this Paper Mario could be my first, well, assuming I pick it up, will be my first Paper Mario. And it looks really good. Like, it reminds me of all the really cool, like, visual effects and treats they did for Yoshi's Crafted World, which I love. I adore that game. I think I might actually have more hours in Yoshi's Crafted World than I do Mario Odyssey, even though it's not as big a game. Just because I love running around that game and seeing all the paper craft unfurl and jumping on poofy cotton ball clouds and splashing around in giant bathtubs. There's some really cool ass levels in Yoshi's Crafted World too, in the later areas. Like there's just there's one level where it's an auto scroller, but it's like in a Japanese house, and like the paper sliding doors are moving with you, and they obscure parts of the screen. So it's a slow auto scroller, but like a quarter of the screen or like half of the screen at any given time will be covered with paper, and you'll have to move by silhouette. It's really cool. If it sells well enough, maybe we'll get more. Manic, it's too early in the evening for that. I'm already tired, buddy. They're still obsessed with the whole, hey, we're paper, pay attention to paper I am thing, and worried the new mechanics again at being not only required to make battles less tedious, but also tie in the same issue the previous 2 Paper Marios had, where it's better to simply avoid fights and get into them. Not having played any of the other Paper Marios to any worthwhile extent, I don't know. I can't say. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. I don't know that I'm gonna get this one like right when it comes out. I might wait and hear impressions from others before picking it up. But it is exciting. Come to the Paper Mario fan. No idea what you boneheads have been up to. The warden is not best pleased. Something tells me you're gonna find out why they call him the Priest of Pain today. Drag your lazy bones over the yard, you're ready for an earful. Oh, what? Welcome to the Man, you're killing me here. Modern Paper Mario games are kind of lacking the unique characters. Main offense, the battling just feels pointless. Both of them can basically use up your resources to get money to buy them back. Hey, Baconcopter, what's up, buddy? Thousand Year Door. Thousand Year Door was on GameCube, wasn't it? Was the first Paper Mario on N64? And then Thousand Year Door was on GameCube. Super Paper Mario was on Wii. And then there wasn't one for Wii U, was there? So there have been 3 so far? Or am I missing one? Blundering boneheads have really done it now. Oh, you found your GameCube. Ooh. I wish I had a GameCube. I want a GameCube. There was Color Splash. Was that on the Wii U? Many people have played both Sticker Star and Color... Oh, and there was Sticker Star too, whatever that is. There's a Wii U one I don't remember. Oh, okay. So there must have been a Wii U one and maybe like a 3DS one? Or a DS one? Spend day after day breaking our backbones to rehabilitate you, and this is how you repay us? You'll be lucky if I ever forgive this treachery. Get yourselves to the field. The warden wants to speak with you. Your leg bone's broken. Why can't you be like the others and just follow orders? I have to field with you both now. 3DS was Sticker Star. Color Splash was Wii U. Color Splash was good times. Man, I've missed so much. I wonder how different my life would be if I had stuck with Nintendo consoles the whole way, instead of bouncing back and forth between PC and dead consoles. We're late. Everyone gather before me at once. Good. It is with great disappointment that I must reveal that one of you was up to something most sinful last night. We're the only one that doesn't recoil in shock, and he doesn't notice. Certain periodical was found in Block 3, the kind that might even lead to the most innocent disciple into temptation. If any of you know who the book belongs to, now is the time to come clean. Conversely, should no one know none to it, you shall all be thrown in the hole. Okay, we recoiled that. Is the owner of this book of blueprints. Confess. That's cute, but it's not ours. Nobody. I suppose it must have appeared out of thin air then. Seems I'll require some time to think. Very well, today's labors are cancelled. The guilty party should reflect on their actions and consider if they will beg for forgiveness or take their secret to the grave. So wait, we don't have to toil? I don't have to incinerate the new cake. Can I steal the cabbages? Do I have any way to harvest these? No, you need a tool to harvest things. Damn it. Seems like the warden has no idea what you got up to last night. For a second there, I thought the game was up. Hope the new Paper Mario game makes you feel like you don't have to avoid a battle. Yeah, you can't. Oh, actually, let me try punching him. OCD to take long enough to get through stages, trying to fill out absolutely every spot of white with color. These guys getting all hot and bothered over a book of blueprints anyway. It's not like we could make anything big with them without them noticing. Oh, whatever. More importantly, what happened last night? That gross little goo balls spilled the beans. Got a point. It's probably the best place to talk. Finally! Finally, Malroth figures it out. Okay. Okay. No, unfortunately, my fists are not sharp enough to uproot cabbages. Sad but true. I can't believe I'm not strong enough to punch a cabbage. Stone Stone is a unique entry. The color hammer in combat using one-use cards. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do anything. This isn't Minecraft. This isn't your daddy's Minecraft. I wonder if they're gonna do anything with the Wii library of games. Like the ones that actually require motion controls. Because they really haven't yet, have they? I know they brought stuff like Mario Kart and New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe over from the Wii U, right? But I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff on the Wii and Wii U that deserves to be brought over to the Switch. What's up, Hive Home? You've never played a Mario RPG? Here. Hang on a sec. Here somewhere. Why is it so hard to find a single cartridge? Okay, well. The only one I played is Super Mario, the original Super Mario RPG on Super Nintendo. We actually streamed that one. Super Mario RPG holds up almost as well as Chrono Trigger. Oh, I disagree. I think the Super Mario RPG is really visually unappealing, so I avoid. I was the same, Hive Home, actually. This might be heresy around here, but I really didn't like that style of like pixely pre-rendered graphics like Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario RPG. I really don't like that art style. That's why I didn't play Donkey Kong Country when I was a kid. That's why I didn't play Super Mario RPG, despite it being a Mario game and made by Squaresoft, which were like two of my favorite things in the world as a kid. And yeah, replaying it semi-recently, it was really hard to tell what was going on in some of those areas. Some of the graphics are just... And yeah, I feel like Mario RPG is fun for a while and kind of comes apart at the end. Like, the last dungeon's super tedious. Wow, really? Chrono Trigger feels like trash to you while the active battle system in Super Mario RPG plays great. That is so interesting. I think Donkey Kong Country looks pretty good. It's still repulsive on Super Mario RPG. Shining the Holy Ark used that style, and boy howdy is it ugly. Yeah, I guess we should counter Lucky Stars that Donkey Kong Country and Mario RPG used it as well as it did, because it could definitely be worse. Last dungeon, most RPGs suck. Well, let's think about this for a second. Last dungeon of RPGs. What's a good last dungeon in an RPG? Personally, I really like Kefka's Tower in Final Fantasy VI. I thought that one was a really cool one because it had really neat callbacks in it, and the fact that you could do it whenever you wanted, like literally whenever you wanted. We're going by Final Fantasies. Last dungeon in Final Fantasy 1 kind of sucks. Last dungeon in Final Fantasy 4. This is not really great. It's just a big cave, really. 6 I like. 7 I barely remember. Isn't it just like a big crater, basically? You finally get to go into a crater. 8s I don't remember really. I didn't like 9s. 9s actually made me quit. Kind of arguable what constitutes the last dungeon Final Fantasy 14. Most of the contenders are pretty good. Yeah, and I didn't like the final dungeon in Final Fantasy 10 either. Or 10 too. Yeah, I guess they mostly suck. That's a good point. They mostly suck. Final dungeon in Dragon Quest 2 is really long and tedious and hard. Fair, you haven't finished most of the Final Fantasy titles. Let's see. I finished 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 10-2. The only one of those dungeons I would actually look forward to going back to is Kefka's Tower. It's manic. Hey Q2, what's up, buddy? Little games, it feels like they sometimes run out of money, time, budget. I feel like with some RPGs, like the developers want some really, they either want it to be too challenging or too oppressive, and it doesn't end up feeling good at all. Besides Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced games. I think Tales of Zestiria had a decent final dungeon, a little longer than they need to be, but flowed pretty well without risking getting too lost. Tales of Berseria just went on and on and on. Pretty fun in the entire cave of the past chunk. I'm trying to think of the other JRPGs I played. It was mostly Final Fantasy for me. I watched my friend play Eternal Sonata, and that had a really shitty final dungeon. The final dungeon for Dragon Quest Builders 2 rocks. It's good. Ooh. Wait until you see this game's final dungeon. Oh, that's exciting. That's cool to hear. Yeah, what's a really good final JRPG dungeon? I don't think I've ever played through one. I don't remember what the final I don't even remember what the final dungeon was for Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia generally had really bad dungeons anyway. Gotta get that 50, 100 hour gameplay one way or another. Make us get good or grind. Would you mind explaining why you think it's okay to engage in idle chit-chat in front of my storehouse? So, come on out with it. What'd you get up to last night? No kidding. Brownbeard's alive, huh? Old guy's tougher than he looks. Got a letter from an escapologist extraordinaire in a tunnel of the crematorium, huh? Skies of Arcadia's final dungeon very nearly made you quit. Well, there you go. Problem is, a lot of JRPGs have the concept of dungeon difficulty equals war of attrition. I think that's absolutely true, Silver Mike. Yeah, I would agree with that. Only good part about the end of Skies of Arcadia was finally fucking finishing the game. I feel like the end... Okay, I don't remember the dungeon. I remember the cutscenes, though. Like, okay. I always said Skies of Arcadia was like... Skies of Arcadia struck me as, like, the perfect generic JRPG. Like, it took all the most common tropes of JRPGs, all the most common structures, and rolled them up and just, like, expressed the platonic ideal of them. Like, you could totally see where that plot was going at every single point, but every single one of those points was still entertaining. I love Skies of Arcadia. I adore that game. I think it's fantastic. But in, like, you know, I love Final Fantasy VI because it's one of the more unique JRPGs that I've played. I love Skies of Arcadia because it's, like, to me, the best expression of the generic JRPG. The ship battles are really cool. I wish the ship battles were more complicated. I wish there was more to the ship battles than block when things says block and shoot the rest of the time. Or wait until your super cannon's charged. Exploring the world in Skies of Arcadia was so much fun. Just flying around and looking for landmarks, that was really cool. Remember the cool sphere you walk around? You liked, I forgot how to pronounce that. Wise Origins. Digital Devil Saga 1's final dungeon was thematically really interesting as to climb up an absurdly tall tower, but also had a little much of that slog with not enough breaks problem going on. Unlocking to be able to get above the clouds is so it really is. Ease, thank you, Ease. I always forget that because I've never played one, so it's never been ingrained in here. So it'd be interesting to go back to some of the more obscure Final Fantasy games. I was gonna say some of the more obscure Super Nintendo RPGs, because I know some of them were pretty hard. I know a lot of them were really misbalanced. Love Final Fantasy Type 0. Never experienced at all in his love of boats. No. Hey, Retro Spice, what's up, buddy? Perfect username for the conversation we're having right now. We're talking about classic JRPGs. Retro Spice, if you've played many JRPGs, can you think of a final dungeon that was actually good and not like tedious or boring or irritating or anything? No boats. Like, there's a couple Super Nintendo RPGs. Like, I remember reading about them in Nintendo Power, reading about, like, I think it was Seventh Saga was the weird one that you, like, you walked around the overworld in mode 7. It was, like, you and a partner, and it had, like, different paths, different storylines through the game depending on which character you started as. There was Arcana, which was, like a tarot card based dungeon crawler. I know Seventh Saga is like virtually impossible to play though. I know that one's like massively misbalanced. I've watched a Let's Play of it, and like I've heard all the struggles a person had to go through just to get through it. I had when I was in college, I had Paladin's Quest. And I always wanted to play it, and I never did, and I lent it to a friend who got super, super into it, and I never saw it again. I know there's more than that. We should go through some old Nintendo Power sometime. Paladin's Quest? My friend really liked Paladin's Quest. Usually the last dungeons are a bit of a faff, because at that point the player is usually ready to fit. Yeah. That's a good point too, Retro Spice. When people go to the final dungeon in a JRPG, it's because they want to be done with the game. Magazine stream? I've been thinking about it a lot. I really do want to do that. Oh well, Earthbound, yeah. We're gonna do a magazine stream one night. Maybe if I end up with an idle Sunday or something, we'll do a just chatting stream where we go through old Nintendo Powers together and look for cool games. Earthbound last bit was excellent. See, I don't know. I never played through Earthbound, so. Get in, mofo. And you always get to have all the fun. I want to explore those dank, dark tunnels, too. No, anything but that. It's dark and dangerous and full of dead bodies. I should surely die from fright. Who said that? Listen, the wardens picked you out for crematorium cleaning duty. No getting out of it. Don't stop scrubbing till you're nothing but skin and bones. I forgive Illusion of Gaia had a good last dungeon. You know, actually, I have a couple, since you mentioned it here. Right, hang on. I'm gonna dig out every Super Nintendo game that's arguably an RPG. And we can talk about these. Cause I actually have more than I remembered. And I don't know how often you guys frequent the spreadsheet. You might have forgotten to have some of these. Oh my god, I got a lot of these. Wow, wow. This kind of is my thing, isn't it? Oh yeah. Alright, I just pulled out 11 gamepads. Persona 2 Instances Final Dungeon was probably a lot more bearable than it would have normally been because I had the really bullshit fusion spells. Nice. If you consider Nier Automata as an RPG, I think Nier Automata's last bit is awesome. Oh, cool. Stream of only RPG Final Dungeons. I think that would kill me. Persona 4's Final Dungeon would be really cool. If there was a way to do that, though, that would be kind of neat, honestly. Only RPGs that play anymore are ARPGs, Souls. You guys have a lot of experience with Persona games, huh? I think I watched a friend play Persona. It was on the PS1. Persona 2? Maybe? Okay, so I have all these game packs here. So this is what I've got, like right now. Alright, alright, the obvious ones. The obvious ones. Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 2. Or Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 6. I've played the shit out of these. I actually replayed Final Fantasy 4 not that long ago. Chrono Trigger. Obvious. What do you consider Chrono Trigger's final dungeon? Would it be the Black Omen? Would it be the Black Omen? Because that's like the last dungeon, but you don't even have to do it. Yeah? Because Lavos isn't a dungeon. Lavos is just a boss rush. Finish up Dragon People for the base endgame. Haven't touched Persona 5, haven't finished Persona 2. Second modern console I ever bought. PS1 is either Persona 1 or one of the duology, okay. Final Fantasy 5's final dungeon was okay. Everybody raves about Final Fantasy 5, I've never played it. Chrono Trigger's final dungeon varies, depends on how you choose to beat the game. That's fair. Lava's a one-screen dungeon followed by a boss fight. Fair enough. Okay, then I have these. I have Secret of Mana and Secret of Evermore. You know what? You know what? Now that we mention it, I like Secret of Mana's final dungeon. It's really cool. It's not too long. It's really colorful. It's got a bunch of cool-ass enemies in it. It's got some neat boss fights. Yeah, Secret of Mana has a good final dungeon. Some modes, Chrono Trigger's final dungeon leans fair. Okay, yeah, Secret of Evermore. I don't even remember the final dungeon in this. It's the space station. But I spent like 10 times as long on the final boss fight as I did in the final dungeon, I think, so I don't remember it at all. The 5 job Fiesta is a decent excuse to try Final Fantasy 5 sometime. I should do that, shouldn't I? Alright. Then, Illusion of Gaia. I never got very far in this one. I got to the vampires, and I couldn't beat the vampires. So I don't actually know a whole lot about this one, other than what I read in Nintendo Power. It seemed really cool, though. Like, I really like the feel of that one. So you remember the final dungeon being bearable just rather than bazooka and going nuts. That did help. Yeah, that did definitely help when you could finally use the bazooka as God intended and not as like a bludgeon. Final Fantasy X's last dungeon is properly climactic and full of fight scenes. I don't remember liking it. Because I remember it was just kind of like one of those weird dreamlike other spaces. Gaia had a better story than most SNES RPGs. Huh. Alright, then I have... What else do I have? Alright, along those lines, I have this thing, Soul Blazer. Which is kind of... It's a lot like Illusion of Gaia in structure. I think this was one of the earlier SNES games. Somewhere between like Illusion of Gaia and Zelda. I remember this one being pretty cool. Another one I didn't play all the way through. I think my roommate in college did it. Tenelico's final dungeon is not great. Can't remember. Oh, you can't remember a thing about that final dungeon. I have this. I have an Enix RPG, Robotrek, which is like a sci-fi RPG where if I remember correctly, you don't battle yourself. You build robots out of parts you find. Oh shit! You love Robotrek. This is also another one that I didn't get very far in. I got stuck on one of the battles near your hometown or something. I want to make near hot chocolate. I don't really know a whole lot about this one. It's called Brainlord. It's like a puzzle RPG. There's another Enix one. Yeah, it's mainly puzzles, like rolling ball puzzles and stuff. I haven't played it a whole lot. I have no idea if it's actually good or not. These over here. It's all right. Pay for this. Wow, that's funny. I paid $8 for Robotrek. I paid 10 for Brainlord. Apparently, it was more highly valued at the time. I'm pretty sure we've talked about Ogre Battle several times. If I was ever going to play through this game, I would need chat's help because it's pretty inscrutable to me. I've never been able to get a good handle on this game. Bought Arno Surge because I saw it used years ago, and I'm like, I'll play this after I finish the Art Tonelica's, and I no longer have PS3. Completely forget about the final dungeon. If you like puzzle breaks in your dungeoneering, it's solid. Okay. Cool. And I have one Western RPG. Good old Shadowrun. Heard Skies Arcade is really good, but never finished it. Any opinions? We were talking about that just before you got here, Spice. I love Skies of Arcadia. Final Dungeon sucks. I love Skies of Arcadia. To me, it's like the ultimate generic RPG. Like all the themes, all the story beats are like you'll see them coming a mile away. It's like playing through an anime, but it does it so well. It does it with so much charm and so much polish, and it's so much fun. Final boss rocks, but I just cannot stand the run up to fighting him. And Nikki Tower's the thing, or whatever the heck it was called. Yeah, I remember being disappointed with the final dungeon of Shadowrun. Drake Volcano would have been pretty good. Actually, Drake Volcano would have been really good as a final dungeon. It's literally what it is, but then it goes on. And the actual conclusion, I get why it ends where it does, and it's fitting, but I didn't enjoy it as much. The Drake Volcano is a much better climax. So, not that the SNES Shadowrun handles fights very well at all. The simple fact that you can't move and shoot at the same time really kind of fucks over the battle system of that game. I call it generic RPG because every JRPG with floating island settings definitely was getting inspiration from Skies Arcadia. I think that's why that might be why it feels that way. Because I didn't play Skies of Arcadia when it came out. I bought a Dreamcast after it was discontinued, and I went back and got Skies of Arcadia pretty late and played through it. I was the funniest thing about Skies of Arcadia for me was while I was playing it, my roommate was just shitting all over it. Like he was not a JRPG fan at all. Like he didn't like he would shit on Final Fantasy games and stuff too. And so he was like making fun of all the story beats and all the stuff that was happening. And then the further I got into it, no. The further I got into it, like there was less and less snark, and he would just kind of sit there and like watch quietly. And by the end of the game, by the end game sequence, he was like, holy shit, this is really cool. Skies of Arcadia actually won him over. That to me is the power of that game. Inindo, what is that? Sometimes revisiting games that codify certain elements can be kinda, yeah. I mean, we're gonna play Skies of Arcadia. I'm pretty set on streaming Skies of Arcadia at some point, and we'll see how it holds up. Because it's also the Dreamcast version with the stupid encounter rate. So, yeah. Bacon Copter, you can see what the next votes are gonna be. I'm so I get so excited about what we're gonna be streaming in the future that like the moment we end a Dragon Coin vote, I immediately change. As soon as I take the Dragon Coin options down, I immediately change what the options are to what I want the next vote to be. And sometimes I tweak them a bit before they actually go live, but in general, I end up going with those. So I already have I already have the next slate of Monday games, the next slate of Wednesday games, and the next slate of Saturday games teed up. Bacon Copter doesn't like spoilers. I appreciate that, Bacon Copter. It's fun to be surprised. Nintendo is a ninja RPG in the time of Nobunaga with an interesting system of merc NPCs that go around the world doing things, but not a good game to go back to. I was always curious about the, I think there were Romance of the Three Kingdom games on NES, right? That were actually translated, because I remember there being tips for them in Nintendo Power, and that game sounded nuts. Like, some of the shit you had to do in that game to, like, find certain units or get past certain things sounded bonkers. But it also looked like it had a really cool battle system, where, like, your characters actually represented armies, and it would be, like, armies versus armies in JRPG fights. Are you talking about Destiny of an Emperor? Is that what I'm talking about? Okay. Ah, yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Yeah, like the JRPG take on the whole Three Kingdoms story, where each of your characters represents an army, and in battle they have like little bars. Ooh. Let me click on that. No! Game, why do you think I want to play you? I want to talk. I want to talk to chat. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that was Capcom. Huh. I always assumed it was part of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms series. I thought surely by the time I got back we might have advanced with at least a text box or two. I can't help it. It's chill night. I want to chill. I want to talk with people. I've been trying to convince my daughter just to play like a normal Mario game instead of Mario Maker, just so I'd have something more to talk to her about. She's obsessed with Animal Crossing. Like we just talk Animal Crossing like all the time. Like she has all of these plans. She wants to know about all the DIY recipes, all the like what all the villagers like and stuff. She does have good taste, yeah. I'm like, you know, it's been weeks of that at this point, and now I'm just kind of like, can you please play something else that we can talk about? Please. You're with me? I also thought it was Romance of the Three Kingdoms, yeah. It gets confusing because there's so many games based around that theme. I just secretly likes it on Skelkatraz. It's quiet here. It's a simple life. I don't have to make decisions. I don't have to do anything. Guards tell me what to do. I do it. I get all the cabbage I can eat. Destiny is a weird beast. I enjoy it. It was frustrating to advance the plot at multiple points. Yeah. No, there was a period after that game came out. Every issue of Nintendo Power, there was like one whole page of the Q&A section was on that game. Like, how the fuck do I do anything in this game? Can only eat one cabbage per day. Yeah, that's all I want. See, it lines up. It lines up perfectly. I get all the cabbage I want, assuming I want one cabbage per day. I don't think Malroth has ever eaten, like, anything, ever. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2 for SNES was released in English. I bet I could look that up in Nintendo Power. I think I remember seeing it. We're gonna spend some time going through Nintendo Powers. I enjoy reminiscing about these games and like rediscovering old games way too much not to do that. So look for that on the horizon. Is there any game you remember from your childhood or similar that you never figured out how to play? Yes. Yes. I have a couple actually. Well, Ogre Battle, obviously. I never worked out Ogre Battle. A couple here, hang on. I picked up the Guardian Legend for $3 because it looked like a really cool-ass sci-fi Zelda thing, and I could not figure out how to fucking play this game. I could not figure out what I was doing in this. It drove me insane. And then I have these. I have Solstice, and I have the SNES sequel Equinox, which you can't see because the idiot put the tag right on the label. But these two are like, they're like isometric puzzle adventure games and are really fucking hard. You've never heard of these? So, this one is like you're this wizard and you have to puzzle your way through like a whole bunch of rooms to find the 4 pieces of this magic staff. And you've got like an hour to do it. Equinox is way easier. Equinox makes more sense. Equinox has a world map. Equinox has distinct dungeons. It's just figuring out the puzzles is the tricky part. So I guess I did figure out how to play this game. I never figured out how to beat it. This one, no clue. Label placement is a fucking war crime. I agree. So I guess I don't have too many games I never figured out. I mainly have games that I never made it to the end of. That like I couldn't figure out how to beat. I would end up getting stuck somewhere. Yeah, I think that's it for those. I'm not gonna count something like Castlevania Adventure, which is just too miserable to beat. Solstice has some nice graphics. I love that Night Lore type stuff. It's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat little game. Poor Malroth. I want to talk to Malroth. Let's talk to Malroth for a bit. Crematorium, that's where we went yesterday, right? Let's see if we can't do our little livered friend here a favor. Controller turned off. Been yapping so long, the controller turned off. The world ends with you. I know of that game. It launched on the DS. It got ported. Oh, it's on Switch. Okay, we could definitely do that then. Sorry, did I hear you correctly? You two are interested in visiting the crematorium? Why on earth would... I mean, of course you are. It's a wonderful place. You have an idea. Why don't you go to my place? Yes. I said yes. World Ends With You is very good, kind of brushing towards excellence. DS version is fundamentally different, but the Switch one works. I might... Well, the problem with the... Even if I could get a hold of the DS version, the problem would be streaming it. Because I don't have a modded DS for that. So it'd have to be the Switch version. DS version has 2 battles going on at the same time. Demand 2 different control schemes. That's cool. Heard the Switch version is the definitive edition, but DS combat is unique, huh? Trying to stream DS would be rough, especially if, yeah. Yeah, I want to do it eventually. There's so many really good games on the DS that never got ported anywhere. But that's a long way off. That is a long, long way off in our future. Kind of like what happened with 999 to your understanding, more extreme. Combat on the DS blew your mind. So much you don't know what that means to me. Now, if it's in 6207, 628, fancy yourselves bony, fighty crematorium cleaners, eh? Aha! Yes, of course, the door of the crematorium's locked. Can't have any old bonehead going in there. Really hard? Really? Huh. You get out of your job that easily. It's the jailer near the entrance for the key. He loves nothing more than letting prisoners enjoy a spot of bone breaking. Or the world ends with you completely legally load on my homebrewed 3DS and one day I'll get around to it. And have this gate and keep going straight, you'll reach straight on. You'll reach the crematorium in no time. Now get going. Later on, we should probably play some more of the game that I said I was gonna play tonight. But later on, if we need another full-on chat break, I can show you guys what DS games I have. I don't have them listed on the spreadsheet because there's no way for me to stream them. But we can talk about the ones I have and the ones that are good and the ones that are weird. Because I had my DS when I was living in Japan, so I actually bought a bunch of Japanese versions of games. And I might have a couple games that weren't released here, actually. Wish the DS got peripheral like the Game Boy player. Me too. Me too. They really should have done some kind of emulation or something for it. You can, well, I mean, you can still play DS games on the 3DS, right? And the 3DS hasn't been completely obsoleted yet, have they? Has it? So if I was Nintendo, I wouldn't really worry about it until I was done, like done with the 3DS. And then I might look into, I don't know how you do it on the Switch though. Makes me a little sad that people who play the other versions don't understand how to balance drawing pins, light puck bouncing, and D-pad inputs. Resonance of Fate. I've always been fascinated by that one. Was never able to play that game, so obtuse. Probably mentally getting the patterns down. Finally thought you understood Resonance of Fate the last time you tried it, and Battle showed me that you still didn't get it. There are a lot of really neat-looking RPGs on Steam as well. There's a lot of RPGs I think would be worth streaming that have either been ported to Steam or just exist on Steam. Getting new 3DS are cool at home, bringing it's the least expensive streaming option. That would probably be the thing to do. Back to the fields. No, I'm here to pulling my leg bone. You're actually volunteered to clean the crematorium? I'm impressed. These humans hate touching dead bodies. The numbskulls kick up a right fuss when it's their turn for cleaning duty. You two have got some real backbone. You have a modded 3DS and you didn't spend a dime on it, really? You open the door with this key, get down there and pick up all the piles of bones in the incinerator. Don't try anything funny, I've got my eye sockets on you. Be sure to come back and report to me when you're done. I like Resonance of Fate just for being ultra stylish. There's something up here. There's a weird little waterfall. I think this is just one of the eye holes. The cave. Well, actually... Oh, you can get all the way over there. That's kind of neat. $2DS XL feels pretty good. You'll play Resonance of Fate with a trainer or cheats to make yourself invincible. Oh, I have that one Square Enix RPG that was, it's like your party is made of squads, and they Last Remnant, was that it? They put it on Steam and then it disappeared for Steam for a bit and then it came back. I actually played through a decent chunk of that and I was really enjoying it. And then I just kind of fell off of it. I would not mind playing that again. Your Nuzlocke stories are about to reach their finale. Your readers pulled their money together entirely without your prompting, so the final adventure could be not Snakewood, but Alpha Sapphire. Oh, wow. That's cool. Last Remnants is definitely a game you want to guide for, though. Like, I thought the PC version kind of ironed out the combat balance so that you couldn't really screw up any of your squads. I feel like I heard that somewhere. I didn't really have any problem with it while I was playing it. So much unpoorly explained shit going on. Last Remnants best play with a guide, no shame. Shinichi, when you got me with you, let's conveniently forget to lock the door on the way out. We've got a route straight for your cell to the yard. What you boneheads doing over there? Hurry up and start cleaning. It's like we actually have to go down and clean the place out. Let's get this over with. You know what? I really like the characters in The Last Remnant too. Like, I really liked that your main character was just this, like, happy-go-lucky dipshit. Still a confusing as hell game. Fair enough. Yeah, I think the re-release got another round of refinements. Core story gameplay wasn't touched too much? Okay. I mean, if we ever did it, I would absolutely not be against using a guide. I use guides for basically every point-and-click adventure I've ever played, so I'm not against that in any way. Is this a crematorium? I like what they've done in the place. Jailer want to smash all the bones inside the incinerator, right? Let's jump in and get the job done and get the heck out of here. Don't fall. Whoa, Christ! Okay, it didn't need to be like that game. I want whatever this is. Huh. Bunch of healing herbs. Absolutely fuck playing a point and click without a guide. So see, that's kind of like, that's how I know I'm playing a really good point and click, is if you don't need a guide for it. If you don't need a guide and it's still fun, to me that's like the ultimate point and click game. I did just intentionally walk into an incinerator. Like I always say, ashes to ashes, bones to dust. It's gonna tell Skullface upstairs that we're done. Fuck out of here! Yeah, I don't remember. I made it clear I got my eye socks on you. Focus on cleaning. Wait, what? But I did. I think I get it now. They're going to use his bones to add to their own numbers, aren't they? The whole thing freaks me out. Does Hargon really get his kicks from turning humans into monsters? Oh, I walked the wrong way. Well, there you go. But Miku, you're hot. Let's leave them down here. If they want them so much, they can come and get them themselves. I love that she has that animation. Nicely done. All right, let's head up and tell the guard the good news. How dare I walk the wrong way? Oh yeah, this is this is where we found what's his face. Almost got through here. What are some other interesting and perhaps obscure RPGs on Steam that y'all know? I've got a couple on my wish list that I've been meaning to pick up for ages. Ripped to Brownbeard, demoted to what's his face. Why don't you learn destruction? You just destroy all those bones. True, very true. Got a door open, that means you can get out in the yard, into the yard from your cell. That won't get us off the island. Any ideas what to do next? Going to look for a way to open up the underground tunnels. It'd be a piece of cake if you still had your hammer. What are you up to down there? Let's chit-chatting more bone smashing. Done already, then drag your bony backside back up here. Don't think I won't send you to the hole if he keeps slacking off. Whatever. Arc Noir. Oh, here's one for y'all. If you haven't played it. And it gets really, it goes down to like $5 or something when it's on sale. Tower of Time. Tower of Time was a really, really, really cool indie RPG I played. It's the only implementation of real-time with pause that I actually thought was good. It's the only real-time with pause combat system that I thought like actually added to the combat, that I thought actually worked better than doing turn-based. Gate of Firmament. I have Gate of Firmament on my wish list. I really want to try that thing. It looks kind of silly. Mutant Year Zero. Heard a lot of people talk about Mutant Year Zero. I like XCOM style games. Probably like that. Hand of Fate was probably underplayed. I mean, Hand of Fate was brilliant. Hand of Fate's a brilliant ass game. I've been meaning to play Hand of Fate 2 for years and just never pick it up. Lost Dimension, Atlas published JRPG. That's sound. There's so many JRPGs that are lost something. I can never keep them straight. Took you long enough. You better taking care of all those bones down there. Something fishy about you two. You're all together too eager. Chinese Paladin Sword and Fairy 6. Hit a wall pretty early and Mutant just ran into an encounter and couldn't figure out how to pick apart. You have to vote a party member out after every dungeon because some or one of them are betraying you. Oh, that's really interesting. That sounds super cool. Residents of Skelkatrash shouldn't be so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You need to let your inner skeleton come out. Oh shit, I have the hiccups now. The Real Texas? Is that an actual RPG? Don't worry, I'll find a reason to throw you both in the hole someday. Once you come face to face with that mad, bad, bone-crushing Hammerhood, he'll soon wipe those smirks off your face. Steam either needs better library filtering options or I need to find them. They've got a fair number of filtering options. Like, you can filter by tag now, which I found pretty handy. Assuming you're filtering by a tag that's actually used properly on Steam and not like visual novel or psychological horror. Regalia of Men and Monarchs was a good time for you. It's real and it's great. Seriously, it's very much a this channel game. Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters Daybreak always seemed interesting to you. People hate. Why do people hate that game? We might have to find out for ourselves. You're all psychics in Lost Dimension. Your main characters are precognitive, so you can get glimpses of who the traitor is and try to get the others to agree to vote them out. Ghost Ring by RPG cut my library to 210 out of 665. I think you have a type, Hive Hum. Hang on. I wanna do one thing real quick for y'all. Now that I'm thinking, because I keep thinking about ones that I've wish listed that I want to take. Yeah, I have Resonance of Fate. Gate of Firmament. Fell Seal. Fell Seal is a tactical RPG I've been meaning to play. Here's an interesting. Here's one I've always been curious about. It's been on Steam for ages. We haven't Fell Seal until the Pet Keeping DLC comes out in a couple months. I've had this on my wish list for a long time. I haven't played the Dot Hacks. Dot Hack G Last Recode is definitely a unique presence and a Steam JRPG. Haunted Dungeons Hacky Castle. Really obscure RPG called Final Fantasy XII Zodiac System. Very interesting. I know people love that. Maybe I will love it too. And then, oh, this one's... Wasn't what I thought it was. Maybe I don't have that many on here. Hyrule, hello! How you doing? Love to eat in a gold plate. You and me both. You and me both. Visual style of Amber Throne looks gorgeous. That's why I threw it on my wish list. Yaki Castle is a real-time dungeon delver with a Japanese mythology twist. Oh, that sounds cool. Hammerhood in the hole, huh? Hammerhood? You two, less bludgery, more drudgery. Get your bow and idle backsides back to the farm. Alright, fine. How you doing tonight, Hyrule? We've been yammering about JRPGs all night. I've gotten very little done because we keep talking about obscure JRPGs and classic JRPGs. I have a whole stack of Super Nintendo RPGs here that I want to stream someday. How about RPG Maker RPGs? Like, have y'all found any that were worth your time? That, like, you really enjoyed? What's going on here? Folklore. I have a lot of those. I will not say any of them are good. Wait, I have one. I have one that I thought... Sorry, hang on. I have one that I thought was... that looked good to me. And I'm never going to be able to remember what it's called. Shoot, how am I going to find this? It has the RPG Maker tag. Arafel. This one. I picked this one up somewhere and it actually looks good. It's a great RPG Maker game, light. I actually have that. I want to play that sometime. I was gonna play it for the Japanese game marathon we did months ago, and I just didn't. Cthulhu Saves the World is pretty cute. It's not. Is that RPG Maker? I don't remember. Light, super short and quite good. We should do that one sometime. Am I explaining why you're all slacking off while we're breaking our back smash at bones? The explanation is simple. These ungrateful wretches took my generosity for granted. All they had to do was admit who the book belonged to. Alas, they spurned this opportunity, and now they shall all be thrown in the hole. You're a fan of the developer? Yeah, about that. What would you say if you found out that book was mine and Miku's? Is that so? The Book of Blueprints belongs to you. 6208, is this the truth, or would you lie to me to protect your fellow inmates? Whether your crime is debauchery or dishonesty, it matters not. 6207 and 6208, enjoy your maiden voyage to the hole. Well, virtuous deeds shall not go unpunished here. You would do well to remember as much. Taking the liberty of confiscating all of your belongings. We wouldn't want anything to get, well, I should have eaten before getting crammed in the hole. Oops. Wouldn't want anything special to get in the way of the caretaker's special lesson. Throw them in. Not exactly as soft as the landings, you alright? They left us spears down here. I can work with that. It's a legendary hole, huh? Uh-oh. Get ready for bashy bashing. Is this the caretaker? Do not dawdle, my lambs. Find yourselves an empty cell before a friendly caretaker takes care of you. Oh, okay. No, I don't, okay. This is kind of funny. Oh, there's somebody in there. Oh wow, this place sucks. It's dangerous, you nearly fell on those. Lucky you, that's one of the best suites the hole has to offer. Enjoy your time down there, it should help you realize just how nice your old cell was. Not an RPG, rather more of an adventure game, but To the Moon is poignant and good. You know what, I gotta be honest with you. I played To the Moon a long time ago and I did not like it. I don't ask for a lot of gameplay in narrative-driven games, but I found the gameplay in that one really tedious, and the story didn't connect with me enough to get me through it. Can't sit through to the Moon; it's too short, too slow. Not strictly speaking RPG, more people should check out Legioncraft. What's the gameplay like in Legioncraft? I'd up to here with them messing us around. Huh? You don't understand why I said the book was ours. You'll see soon enough. We just need to wait for them to let us out of here. Yeah, but how long is that gonna take? This place is gross. This place is super gross. What do we do down here? Place dark, damp, and dingy. I love it! Just kind of place give you nightmares. Oh, the spikes don't hurt you. I thought for sure the spikes would hurt you. That's poison. That is extremely poison. Bash, bash, bash. Katamari Tetris Dungeon Crawler. Wow. Rakuen? Off is also a gimme for top RPG Maker games. I've heard the name Off a lot. What was that? It is your new best friend, 6208. You're not alone in the hole. Oh no, you're accompanied by one of the most vicious and violent of hammerhoods. This is time to reflect on your wrongdoings while you spend your days cowering in fear of your nefarious neighbor. Office 2-hour game is super worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's free. Catch some shut-eye. It's not like we've got anything better to do. Sleep away our worries and be ready to think up an amazing escape plan in the morning. For some reason. I feel weirdly at home here. Maybe I'll actually be able to get a decent night's sleep for once. World is your weapon, I have low stats, is also RPG Maker. Oh, I saw that earlier today, actually. Steam was trying to recommend it to me for some reason. Off was also a punk supergroup that kicked ass. Just awesome all the way around. Beaker and Malroth lay in the dark for what seems like an eternity, unable to see even their own hands. Eventually, they both fall into a deep sleep. Targon. Faint voice calls out in the darkness, a voice from inside a dream. Oh, High Priest Hargon. One true ruler. Blasted builder taints her realm with her creations. Man, look at these characters. They're awesome. The big pink dragon dude with the booties is awesome. Blasted builder taints her realm with her creations. In other places, the islands of the world began to flicker and fade. Does our time run short? Tell us, O hellish father, when will the master of destruction reawaken? When will we be saved? Please, High Priest Hargon, if our prayers reach you, give us a sign. Shall continue to await yours and the master of destruction's return to the promised land. The dragon's dangerously furry. That dragon is naked, yes, except for gloves and booties. Dangerously furry. I forget what Hargon and Malroth looked like in the original game. Ib! I've heard that name too, Lodril High. For doomsday is upon us and thus illusion ends. Malroth is a big dragon. I don't remember Hargon. Was he like one of the clown dudes? Some kind of dream? It's doomsday, and what's the illusion? More importantly, why am I dreaming about any of this? As if it even was a dream. Okay, then I do remember that. Hargon kind of looked like one of those priests. Okay, I remember what he looks like then. I totally forgot about Malroth. Hey, Miku, guard's calling for us. Get up! What the hell was that? You alright? Just how long have we been in here anyway? Like 20 minutes. Should be more than enough for your first visit. You can leave your cell now, boneheads. No. Yes. That's the Hammerhood we want, I guess. Just had a fun time in the hole? Dark, dank, and disgusting. I loved it. Wouldn't mind another night down here, honestly. Yeah. You can pretend all you want. I didn't need ears to hear you screaming during your night terrors. He says so. Where's that Hammerhood anyway? Right over there. Feel free to say hello if you want. It's not much of a talker, though. More of a biter. We should speak to that Hammerhood. Hey, little fella. I heard you're quite the troublemaker. Smash, smash, smash! I like the cut of this guy's jib. Smash? Bash, bash, bash! It's just as aggressive as I say, and it looks like he doesn't understand a word I'm saying either. Careful, you two. Get too close, you might break a bone or two. That Hammerhood gets mad, it tends to, well, destroy everything in sight. Honestly, we could really use a monster like that in our army. If we could get the ability to, if we could get the ability to follow orders into its thick skull. Miku, that's it, the hammer. The one the Hammerhood's got. If we can somehow steal that giant mallet, we can use it to smash our way off the island. Well, stealing isn't nice, I'd much rather make friends with it instead. I need to say something like that. Might be able to get it on side if we use some of the monster munchies old Mom Molly gave us. Still need to unlock its stealth door somehow. Boy, where are you two playing at? Best get a move on unless you want to spend another week down here. Prepare to do as the skeleton says. At least we know where to get a mallet for now. We can hammer out the kinks of the plan. Oh my god, Malroth's in on it too. The more I think about it, the more it seems obvious that The World Ends With You is your favorite JRPG you've ever played, even with the main characters art being a Sora copy-paste job. What's down here? Anything cool? Rest. I'm starved if they don't give me my shit back. Oh, stairs. Those leg bones of yours, was your conversation with the Hammerhood really that fascinating? Can we here's your stuff. You'll need something to wear during your rehabilitation, after all. Way back to the field as soon as you sort yourself out. Yay! Well, in Tetsuya Nomura character recycling cycle. DS gameplay was so fucking insane, still haven't seen anything like it. Square Enix did more than a few experimental JRPGs along the way, didn't they? Look at that. Let's check out that treasure chest, Miku. You've been playing the original Final Fantasy VII on PC for the first time. Me and that game just don't see eye to eye. Trying to tickle my funny bone? Get away from that chest right now! Good stories about your kind. You go into strangers' houses, helping yourselves the contents of their drawers and smashing all their pots. Yep, I'm a hero. People think the skeletons are scary. As I get over our Final Fantasy VII looks, I'm gonna play it and I'll know I'll love it. It sounds tropey in the way I adore. It's got the key to the cells and the hole in it. Don't even think about stealing it or we'll lock you up down there and throw it away. You're gonna have to make your way to the fields, you numbskulls. Okay, I see what we're gonna do. I see what we're gonna do. You want more RPGs like Shadow Hearts? Shadow Hearts look badass. I've never played it. I read a screenshot LP of it like a million years ago, and Shadow Hearts just looked rad from start to finish. Key to the cells in the hole, eh? It's very interesting information. Come on, Miku, team meeting. Okay, so tonight I'm guessing we're gonna sneak out, go through the crematorium, across the yard and then into here, grab the key from that chest, go down, bust out the hammer hood, and either borrow his hammer or get him to just flatten everything on the island. Should make Oddish play Kodelka. I'm up for anything, y'all. I am very much in the mood for JRPGs these days. And assuming that mood doesn't abate by the time we finish Shining Force 2, like all three of the next Saturday games we vote on are going to be some kind of JRPG, is what I'm planning. Kodelka is the PS1 predecessor to Shadow Hearts. Oh, okay. Nothing like an abundance of time to make one want to play a ton of JRPGs. That's for damn sure. Yeah. And just wanting to escape into a world like that, you know? Like I love, you know, I love playing first-person shooters and puzzle games and management sims and stuff, but there's something special about an RPG. The way it kind of like just immerses you with the whole experience, makes you feel like your world's apart, like this game, you know? Yeah, it's like you play a role. Man, they really should come up with a name for games like that. Mechanics are showing their age and the translation is just downright bad. It's not a bad game at all. It's just hoping for something more, which is unfair on your part. I imagine going back to the original Final Fantasy VII now could be pretty rough. Yeah. So Mercy can't stop talking about other games. It's just okay. If we were playing this, this is seriously like the difference between chill nights and other nights. If we were playing this on a Monday, I would be much more focused on making progress. If you're playing this on a Saturday, I'd be much more focused on making progress. But Tuesday and Thursdays, like, my concept for Tuesday and Thursdays are I'm just gonna play what I feel like, and I'll be streaming while I do it. And it turns out that what I really like about doing this is hanging out with y'all, and sometimes maybe playing a game. Sometimes you just hang out in prison, talk about JRPGs. Game doesn't take itself seriously, so why should we? Ash's dedication to realism is admirable. He's trying to make sure one day on the island lasts one actual day. This should, you know, this should in no way be taken as any sort of indictment of this game. This game is great. This game is fantastic. I'm even enjoying this segment. I'm enjoying this part. If I was playing it on my own, I'd have blasted through it already, and I'd be back to doing other stuff. So I really like this change of pace here. No, I'll just say Animal Crossing. Mad Father and the Witch's House are both good. Can get really twisted. You can stomach really twisted. And what the fuck? Try Misao. I've watched Mad Father on YouTube, and yeah, it's a pretty fucked up game. Seems like a neat game, but a pretty fucked up one. I don't think I remember. I don't think I checked out The Witch's Howl. I went through a period. I was watching this one YouTuber play through a bunch of like RPG Maker horror games. So I saw Mad Father. I saw the Strange Man series. I saw like the I think it was the Sandman, the Crooked Man, the Something Else Man. There was another really the most interesting one of the ones of those that I saw was something about mermaids. Because it was like it was based around like the Japanese myths of like monstrous mermaids, which are honestly like 100 times more interesting than like the traditional Western conception of like hot naked lady mermaids. You can give a try the 1.5 million fan sequels to Yume Nikki. We could do that. We could do that. Murder. It's on. Hang on, let me find this thing because this one was actually legitimately interesting. It was a really it was a neat game, and it was actually pretty scary for an RPG Maker game. Mermaid something. Under here. Okay, that's porn. Actually, it might not be on Steam. It might not have made it to Steam. I can't find it. I see those guillotines when you get your shit back. Remember, come back and collect them. If you don't, they're agony and try and get any other way. Gotcha. Do Western mermaids do stuff besides hanging around looking pretty? They sing. Make deals with sea witches. Sirens. I think Western, like the Western conception of mermaids is like benign sirens. You can also get the confiscated book of blueprints. Ooh. I know. I know. Like mermaids from like European myth are like much scarier because yeah, they function like sirens. They wreck ships. They lure sailors to their doom. But like modern mermaids have been horribly tainted by like the Little Mermaid and Barbie movies and stuff. So. That's what I immediately think of when I think Western mermaids now. You have bits on that key, then we can free the hammerhead. Now it's smash a path to freedom. Looks like all the pieces are starting to fall in place. Well, you too. Just where are you going? I wonder how everyone else is being gone since we've been away. So I guess this means we go to the yard. Yep. Hey, do you know I can dash in this game? I can Naruto sprint in this game. That's so cute. It was you. It was you. Who is Maniac? You've evolved. Wow, Manic evolved into Maniac. True sight for sore eyes. Here you are. Thanks. You saved everyone of us here from a torrid trip to the hole. Thinking you both suffering down there. It filled me with so much guilt. I don't get the wrong idea. I didn't do it for you. Handsome and humble. You're a good lad, Malroth. We're all very grateful for the sacrifice you both made. Malroth, you got a friend. Maybe if you weren't such a maniac. Just a token of our thanks. Whoa! High roller. Warden's waiting for you by the field. You best not keep waiting much longer. Come and speak to me again when you get a moment. Be nice to catch up. What is this? Ragged rags? Is this armor? Oh, it is armor. Cool. So let's open these up. Here, I had the cabbages I kept in my dirty rags. Imagine the smell. Never killed anyone and gotten caught. Whee! Hey, what's up? Mwahaha, was your time in the hole fruitful? Did the darkness seep into the very core of your being? You must be exhausted after all that self-reflection. Your rehabilitation for today will be none too taxing. You may have noticed that we have a wicked weed problem of late. It shall be your duty to rid us of the greenery that blights the land. Channel your inner rage into your fists and tear the weeds to pieces. Don't stop until the sun is set. There's no need to report to me when you're done. Your work should speak for itself. Punch! You fool, you're giving me all the plant fibers I need. Being a peg is someone who's in that kind of stuff. Still got that book somewhere. Could I borrow it for a bit? Wait, what were those blueprints of? I think I might like to spend some time with that book myself. Listen about the book of blueprints. I ain't saying nothing. Thanks for taking the rap for the rotter who's too chicken known up. Proper legends, you two. Oh, blueprints. Ah. Book wasn't actually yours, was it? Honestly, I have no idea we'd stick your neck out for somebody else like that. I gotcha. Fingerprints. People got real mad at how they handled the blueprints. Really? More obviously raunchy in Japanese, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, thinking about it from that angle, it makes sense. Also explains why there are little hearts on the cover. Please believe when I said that book of blueprints wasn't mine, even so I'm still grateful for what you did. I swear I will repay the favor someday. Okay, I punched all the weeds. There's no actual day-night cycle on this island, is there? It just happens by plot point. English is a pretty good way to get it. Yeah, I certainly missed that at first. Malroth has escaped our surly bonds in pursuit of more weeds to destroy. Every now and then they just use something most people don't understand because they're too good at finding equivalent phrasing. Can I go? Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe we can go talk to her instead. Wait, you can cook dry grass? Doesn't make anything. I didn't know you could cook dry grass. Awful weird way to this localization is excellent. Lovely to see you both again. Don't worry about whatever silly task the warden gave you. You won't check to see if you're working. He just likes boss people around. Thank you once again for saving everyone from being thrown in the hole. It's funny, the more time I spend observing you, the more I start to think of getting off Skullcatraz might not be as impossible as I once thought. You got a plan to befriend the Hammerhood in the hole and have it open up the underground tunnels? So you finally met that little rascal, eh? He used to be rather fond of building, much like yourself, up until the children broke its spirit with their relentless rehabilitation. Even more reason to set it free and get the heck out of here. Speaking of which, give us some more Munster munchies. What? Dear, my supplies run dry, I'm sorry to say. I gave you my last batch. You gotta be kidding me! You can't give us anything, tell us how to make them. Mika will take care of the rest. Cooking it activates the THCA. Of course, how can I forget? She made anything with the right materials. Pop some dry grass and frog stools in a frying pan, fry them until they start spitting. You'll have yourself some tasty treats. Frog stools. Were there some in here? Were they out here? I know there were some in the caves. Oh, out here, yeah. Yeah, the folks that localize Dragon Quest pretty obviously love their jobs. I mean, I work in localization. Working on a game like this would be a dream come true. But I'm sure it's also something they really had to work at as well, because developers are usually very protective of the text in their games. So it can be really, really hard to get the kind of latitude required to write like this. Recently, an anime localization had a joke about social distancing. People complained the company had to change it. Wow. That seems a bit much. Cook it. Dragon Quest really seems like they work with a game while it's in development. Remember Goldie Rocks and the 3 bars? I wonder... I mean, if that's the case, it's cool, but... I mean, that's also something that would translate pretty easily, so... No way they didn't cooperate with the Japanese team before it was even created. Nicely done. Those monster munchies look so tasty, even I wouldn't mind a bite. It won't happen every time, but some monsters will get back up after you've beaten them. That's a sign they want to be friends. Don't think they'll wait forever. You need to give them some monster munchies quickly, or they'll run away. These Dragon Quest fans are obsessed with and extensively documented localization history. Oh, really? Whole chapter hours of gameplay all specifically building towards one pun. That's dedication. It really is. How do we get to dig the tunnels if it doesn't understand a word we say? It's also a little problem what to do about the Hammerhead cell. The jailers are bound to notice has gone missing the next morning. You'll need to come up with a way of deceiving the guards. Oh, so we're not going to do this all in one fell swoop. Is Miko going to come with a decoy? Oh, man. Oh, my God. Really? Stuffed Hammerhead. Aww. So how do? What? You're gonna swap out the real Hammerhead for a doll? Of course! The jailers think the Hammerhead is still in the cell. You can dig for as long as you like, right under their noses. Wait for it. Go ahead and make that stuffed Hammerhead. I think I saw an old sewing station buried under the boxes in the back of the storehouse. Sweet. It's a director from Yuji Horii for the English localization to deviate heavily from the Japanese script and to focus on wordplay. That's awesome. That is fantastic, and the sign of a really great developer. Yes, Bill. Another talent everybody talks in haiku in Dragon Quest XI. That wasn't even an original. Wow, really? That's crazy. And also really cool. Fine looking doll you got there. You mind if I gave it a little cuddle? Alright, ladies, things purely for business. We're gonna switch this doll out for the Hammerhead, right? Oh, goodness. That's correct. Then you can take the real Hammerhead back to your tunnel and dig your way to freedom. In that case, the only thing we need to worry about is getting from the crematorium to the hole and back. Okay, 6207, you look like you're up to no good. Basically, we just made a body pillow. Bony butt over here. Regional accents are specific to the modern translations? What about all the thee and thou stuff in the original Dragon Warrior releases, though? I feel like that's close enough to count. They made 2 dolls, the game wouldn't let me give one to Molly. Aww, that's sad. What's wrong with your joints? And it should run at backbone breaking speed when Jailer calls for them. Enough of that, I've got a job for you, some bony, fighty building work. Watchtower over there has seen better days. Platform at the top has some great big holes in it. Makes keeping an eye socket on all be a bit risky business. Why you have to fix it for us? Everyone spoke like those in the version in those versions of the game. Yeah, but I mean it's still a dialect choice. Like that tells me that like Dragon Quest localization from the very beginning was interested in doing dialects, whether they be regional or global throughout the game. No legend of localization, done a fair bit of articles comparing different localizations of the 2D Dragon Quest. Interesting. What are you talking about? Of course, children of Hargon jailers are allowed to ask their builder prisoners to build things. The rule no talking back unless you're praying for forgiveness or begging for mercy. Come on, climb the ladder to the top and fill in the holes with sand or whatever you find around here. Take this chance to scope out the route to the hole and back. What do I have? I have sand and seaside sand. Boy, it's a good thing sand will stick in these holes. In it. Oh, hell. Worst builder ever. Worthy Dragon Quest 11, I love finding out what a new town's inhabitants will be saying. That sounds pretty neat. Alright. This watchtower fixed. Good work, Miku. Still, it rubs me the wrong way how happy they are to let you build when it suits them. Multiple Dragon Quest games only have an English voice dub. Y'all really like Dragon Quest 11, huh? Add insult to injury, you can barely see the hole from this tower. It's been a huge waste of time. Yeah, you liked it too, Jess? Mid region after you get Sylvando. It's a 100-hour game. Okay, so we won't be streaming it, certainly. Now, it looks like there's another watchtower over there. That one might just give us a view of the hole that we need. Huh. Tell the jailer we're done with this one and head over that other tower. Heard DQ11 Switch version got a special edition with Japanese voice acting? Oh, it did? Really want to learn the layout of this island. Well, you'll see soon. See why soon. Dude, Bonehead's doing here. We're gonna get back to work. Go work. I guess I can talk to this guy and be like, hey, let me fix that other one for you. You dingus. Heard such unvarnished praise for Dragon Quest XI that I end up grinding without really doing the normal investigation of games I usually do before picking them up. Did that work out for you, Naren? Done. Took you long enough. I bet you boneheads were chit-chatting away while you worked. Your bones for brains. That other watchtower broken too? We'll fix it for you if it is. Show me some respect, you do well. Remember who the inmate is here. However, yes, it does happen to have a few holes in it. Speak to the jailer who stood by that tower. Tell him I told you to fix it. Be quick about it. I don't really have much sand left, though. Find out soon. Been playing Yakuza Kiwami 2, but think of taking a break from that. How are you liking Kiwami 2? I know to calibrate my expectations for Kiwami 1. But I've heard a lot of people really like Kiwami 2. Dragon Quest 11 is like you were saying about Skies of Arcadia earlier. Perfect distillation of a Dragon Quest style JRPG. Okay. Okay. So kind of like the platonic ideal of a Dragon Quest game. No real surprises or anything. Hear about your flap happy jawbone from the other jailers. What in Hargon's name are you going on about? One of your fellow jailers had asked us to come here. We were told to fix this watchtower. A likely story. You really think we let prisoners go around building things willy-nilly? Find them, and don't come and crying to us when you fall through those massive gaps in the floorboards. Oh yeah, those are pretty bad. Right, you little. Fine, head up to the top and fill the gaps with some sand. Don't tell the warden. Oh, you have some sand conveniently stacked right here. That I will need because I definitely wasn't tunneling sand in my free time. Kiwami 2 has been pretty good. Combat feels so much better. Animation's really good. Yep, we're gonna do Kiwami 1 sometime. I still want to do Kiwami 1 this year. I hope we'll have time for it. Don't think about the sensation of punching sand like that. I mean, if it's dried blocks like that, it could be fun. Miku's so much stronger than me. Okay, that's taken care of. God, I've yammered so much tonight, my throat dried out. Kiwami 2 is good. It really made Yakuza Dead Souls better in retrospect. The two major side activities are just retreading stuff from Yakuza 0. One is literally the Cabaret Club stuff with a broadly similar plot structure. Yakuza 0 is the kind of game I think I'm going to be better off watching someone else play, really not into the combat. We actually did it, Hive Hum. Last year, we spent 22 weeks going through Yakuza 0. So if you want to check out our YouTube channel, you can always experience it that way. How can one obtain this power of building? Make a big song and dance about how evil building is, and then ask us to do just that. Heck, someone had to build this dumb prison too, right? Makes you wonder if any of the children have actually listened to a word that Hargon ever said. Other major activities are like a weird pseudo RTS, still hitting the same kind of plot feeling like the 5 billionaires in Zero. I gotcha. So thematically very similar. Remember that now. Look, Nico. Right, the view got up here. Looks like they've got the entrance to the hole pretty well guarded. Maybe you can use those logs sticking out of the cliffs to help you find another way. Oh! Oh, Lord, roomy platforming. RTS is all wrapped up in a Japanese wrestling crossover. So I play, it's funny you mention wrestling crossover. Because the thing that I kill time with on my phone is King of Fighters All-Stars. And they just did a crossover with the WWE of all things. It came out of literally fucking nowhere. Like, they announced it like a week before it happened. And it wasn't something that was... Of course it wasn't something that was in the Japanese version already. And it's the weirdest fucking thing. It has a story, too. Like, it actually has a little, like, visual novel style story of WWE. Okay, hang on. Hang on a sec. King of Fighters and WWE is basically the same thing. We love wild gacha game crossovers. Yeah, dude. I mean, I love this game anyway. It's a gacha game, so you know what you're getting into. Don't spend money on it. But yeah. I can't get over it. It's so silly. I know, right? Yes, this is what it looks like right now. There's Orochi, the Lord of Destruction. Hey, let's do some WWE wrestling. Woo! King versus the King, if only. Yeah, for reference, for anyone who cares. Let's see here. These are the wrestlers they actually put in it. They put in two versions of The Rock and two versions of John Cena. And then let's see, that's Undertaker, Seth Rollins, God damn it, I already forgot their names. I haven't watched WWE in ages. Becky Lynch and Kofi Kingston. Seth, Becky, and Kofi are like the story characters. What are the pull rates on the WWE characters? Okay, they give you... Okay, so they give you this version of The Rock, the People's Champion, basically just for playing the game. Kofi you can get by doing the story. The lesser version of John Cena, who is apparently Doctor of Thugonomics. You have to do this like roulette game that you're probably not going to get him from without spending money on. And then the pull rates, so here is going to be the lesson for the evening to never spend money on gacha games. Let's see. All right, so there's like, is that live 2D or actual? It's live 2D. Yeah, say the same as like every other phone game. So there's in this game, so characters can be like 3, 4, or 5 star, and then the 5-star characters, there's 2 grades of them. There's like the regular 5-star characters and like they call them fest characters. They're like purple border characters. They're just straight up better. So John Cena, The Rock, and The Undertaker are all fest characters. Odds of pulling one of those is 0.6%. Seth, Becky, and Kofi are all 1%. Basically 6-star characters, yeah. So, the one nice thing about this game, it gives you a shit ton of currency to use on these pulls, but if you spend money on it, holy god, it is such a ripoff. It is an absurd ripoff. Final Fantasy Record Keeper is actually pretty reasonable. I used to play Record Keeper. When it first came out, I played Record Keeper. I had a Super Celes from Final Fantasy VI. I pulled her ultimate weapon when it came out and let her beat ass all across the records. 10%. Okay, so they just revised the pull system since the game's been out for a while now. So now you can actually tag specific characters that you want and raise their rates. I haven't really been able to test it out in practice, but it's definitely better than the old system they had. How many copies of characters do you end up needing? You don't actually need copies. There's a side thing. Shit, I should just stream this game. So, all right. I'm gonna take you guys through this real quick, just to give you an idea, because it takes fucking forever to power up a character, but they do give you lots of shit to do it. So like, okay, this would really be way easier if I could stream it. We'll do it someday. To level up a character, their level cap is 10 times their star rating. And you can manually evolve a character up to 6 stars. So their natural level cap is 60. The actual level cap is 90, and you need souls to like limit break them. You get souls from pulling copies, but you don't have to do that. There's an entire mode of the game called like Soul Quest or something, where you can get, normally you can get like 12 souls a day, and from 60 to 90 takes, I think, 600 souls. But there's also like 1 billion events that get you like general use souls, like color souls and grade souls and stuff. So I've been playing since the game launched back in October, November, and I have, let me see here, 7, 15, 21. I have 25 characters at max level, so it's not really that bad. I'm pretty sure if you started now, they would give you so much free shit that you could get one of the purple border characters to like completely maxed out in a couple days. Can't believe Kim Kapwan murdered Undertaker. WWE DQB2 crossover, wow. Gotta get on that Raid Shadow Legends endorsement cash. See, that's the thing though, I will never endorse this game. I love playing it. I have a blast playing it. I'm never gonna tell you guys to play it, because it is still like a garbage abusive gacha system. So it's just, I never spend money on it, and it still works out. So there's an SMT gacha. There's a Dragon Quest gacha. There's a Dragon Quest gacha that came out not that long ago, but apparently it was out in Japan for like years before they ported it over here, so it's got some really old garbage designs in it. Dragon Quest of the Stars, yeah. How many random encounters do you need to go through to find a shiny? It's like 6 years old, yeah. No, one reason I keep playing King of Fighters All-Stars is there's really... The only randomness is in pulling characters. And they've had so many events where I could pick characters that I want that I'm getting close to having like an optimal team. Like I've got... So purple characters are like the end-all be-all characters, right? And there's like five different elements. It's got like a rock, paper, scissors, hammer, shotgun thing where like one color, like each color is strong against one, weak against the other. So ideally you want 5 different team, yeah, weapon pentagon basically. So you want like 5 different teams of 3 characters each for each color. So you like endgame is like you want like 15 super characters, and I'm getting really close to that. Like, all right, indulge me for a second here. Yeah, every gacha has that. Like I've got like Clone Zero, the really good Shiranui Mai, and Chrysalid. I've got Ash. They did a Tekken crossover too, so I've got Paul Phoenix, who is like really fucking good. I've got Gonitz from King of Fighters 96. I've got Orochiori and Garo Terry, and a really, really, really kick-ass king. I need more purple people. I've got Orochi, and then I've got a fancy Athena and a gender-bent Yashiro. And then I've got Mukai and the other Zero and Jin Kazama from Tekken. So I'm getting close to just kind of being done with teams in this. So I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Because collecting dudes is what I really like about this. The only crossover for one that was really tempted to use when the Madoka gacha the Nanoha event. Didn't see the point in playing it just for her. Yeah, there's no point in playing one of these games just for a crossover. Like, I play King of Fighters All-Star because I love King of Fighters, because I love the characters. I'm like, oh shit, I can make like the women's fighter team and like kick a bunch of ass with it. Like, oh my god, I can get Orochi on my side and like annihilate people with him. Just got Pinball Machine, Animal Crossing, you won the present gacha. Nice. You have your Final Fantasy Record Keeper team, Tyro, Vanille, Zidane, Ramza, Ferris. See, that's what I liked about playing Record Keeper, is like I could bring in all the characters that I loved from like Final Fantasy VI and play with them. And having the little like 16-bit sprite versions of Tidus and Waka and all the later characters I really like. Now the ideas run giggling maniacally across your mind, so I'm going to be disappointed if there isn't a gacha minigame in the next Yakuza. It would fit perfectly. Like Japan is the prime breeding ground for these games. They eat gacha shit up. Don't think any of these will beat Grand Blue for ridiculous crossovers. Probably not. Still happy with Grand Blue allowing pretty much any party to be viable, just some are stronger. Girls Frontline, all the character pulls are done, the resource gained from running logistics mission, only cash stuff, only is costumes. See, that's the way it really should be done. The two things that really chafe me about gacha games are energy, like basically not allowing you to play the game when you want to play the game, and the actual gacha system itself. Like, I really wonder what I would like. You know what I'd like to see? You know what I would love to see? I would love to see like a premium paid release gacha game. I would love to see somebody make a gacha game with no microtransactions. It's just like, it's like 20 bucks or whatever, like on Steam or something. And the whole idea is just collecting characters and powering up to do dungeons so you can power them up even further. Like, how would that work? Like, could you make a good game out of that? Or is the rarity, is the pursuit of characters what makes those games so popular? Is that what Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is? Who needs gacha when your favorite franchise has been forced into pachinko only territory? I mean, you think about it, it's shocking. I guess Konami doesn't even want to go to the trouble of making phone games. But I'm almost surprised there's not a Castlevania gacha game would be a slam dunk. Like 0.5% pulls for ultra rare Simon Belmont. Isn't that essentially a card-based RPG? I suppose it would be. Part of it is being able to spend your way past humps. Tap out and you let the game sit for 12 hours and still not be full. Yeah, Konami's garbage. And I can tell you from the inside, Konami is also garbage. It's a garbage company inside and out. People wouldn't get much fun out of 20 bucks and then working for the rest of it. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it'd be an interesting experiment. Because I really do like gacha games, but I always burn out on them eventually. I'm honestly surprised at myself I'm still playing KOF. I guess it's because they've been really good about letting me get the characters I wanted. Konami depressed the hell out of you. Just go back and play the old good games. They made enough old good games that you can just kind of keep milling about those and not really worry so much. And I mean, if you ever lament the fact that we're never getting another good Silent Hill or Castlevania, play some of the bad ones. If you're lamenting the fact we're never going to get another Metal Gear Solid, go play Survive. You'll feel much better. You also have every character in the game, and all of them have their 3-star and 4-star modes. Yeah, it's getting... as a revised system is gradually getting easier to collect all the characters in KOF. So that's also holding my attention. And for a while, I didn't have enough gold to level up side characters for passive bonuses, but now I do. So, only when you ever toss money out with Marvel Puzzle Quest when you're going through severe digestive issues. That's fair. Yeah, my big problem now is, like, I love KOF so much, I get really antsy when I can't play it. Like, because they give you enough energy to do everything you need to do each day, but, like, I want to do more stuff, and there's basically nothing to do. So I'm kind of casting about looking for other games to play. I downloaded this other one called... I think this might be on Steam, too, actually. Pixel Starships. Which seems okay. It's kind of like a cross between one of those, like, Tiny Tower Builder-style games where you, like, fill out the interior of a spaceship and then you fly it around and do missions and stuff and get resources to build more shit in your spaceship and upgrade it and stuff. I think by the end of tonight's stream, I'll have a bigger ship I can play with. Hopefully that'll fill in the gap. Somebody in Discord mentioned one called Sand Ship, which was like a Factorio style phone game. I tried that for a while, but it has way too many limitations on it. That one got kind of frustrating for me. Konami announced today they're releasing a PC Dance Dance Revolution. How the fuck is that gonna work? Weird they stopped Metal Gear Solid after 3. I know, that's bizarre, isn't it? A friend of yours is bemoaning the news that Konami's looking at selling Castlevania. No, that's good! Jesus Christ, I wish Konami would fire sale all their shit. Like, give anyone a swing at it. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's always a chance it's gonna go to some shit company. But it's better than Konami hanging on to it. You really can't do any worse than them just locking up all their shit in a vault and only letting it out for fucking pachinko machines. Yeah. You know, I mean, we spent plenty of time on Tuesday decrying the Bethesda Fallouts, but I'd rather have those than no Fallout. I'm still glad I was able to play Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, even if I'm not interested with what the series became past that. So, yeah, better than Konami making pachinkos. Extremely nostalgic for the old Konami titles, and I think still holds out hope for that age to somehow return. Now there are a lot of indies making classic Castlevania style games. Like there are some on the way, and actually, Naren, there's one. I don't know if you're familiar with this one, but I'm gonna link it to you. This one scratched the same itch for me that the classic Castlevanias did. And even has a little element of the Metroidvanias in it. But Odalis. I would actually put Odalis up with stuff like Shovel Knight, in how well it captures that era of gaming, like how faithfully it does it. I mean, goddamn Rondo release for PC. That would certainly make things easier for me. I love the reviews on the Castlevania Anniversary Collection that are basically just negatives because Symphony of the Night isn't in it. Odalis is hella Vania-esque, yeah, and I love it. I thought Odalis was fantastic. Odalis is like a Castlevania with modern design sensibilities. Like the only part of that game that is at all punishing is the final boss. And it's still manageable. Like, I was able to beat that game. Sucks Capcom isn't buying Konami's lineup. Oh my god, dude. You just... Oh my god, Spice. You just put the seed of a thought in my head of a Castlevania game made by the Devil May Cry team. Imagine that shit for a moment. Folks who made Odalis also made a Contra-like game. Odalis is Berserkvania. I think that's probably the best possible way to put it, Justin. Might have an Odalis key around somewhere. It was in a lot of bundles. Oh my god. Yeah, imagine that. I've had many ideas over the years, before I worked at Konami, while I worked at Konami, of things that I wish they would do with the Castlevania franchise. Platinum Castlevania. I don't know if it would ever get any better than that. Are we gonna escape? Yes, we're gonna escape from this prison. I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh my god, it's midnight. Shit. Controller turned off again. Oh my god, this derail started with me showing you King of Fighters All-Stars, didn't it? The worst streamer. This is our home now. We just live here now. We're eventually just gonna like weasel more and more building privileges out of these guys until we're just allowed to rebuild the entire island in our image. No escape, only banter. I actually wanted to escape from Skelkatraz tonight. I was like, we can totally do this. This will be fine. I'm kind of worried it's not gonna happen now. Hi, Dad. I'm in jail. I like it here. Okay. Do it at double speed next time, you bone idle buffoons. Yeah, I guess we did take a while doing that, didn't we? Still some time until dusk. Tell you what, you can take the rest of the day off. Use your free time to reflect on your worthless existence is a key part of rehabilitation after all. Definitely not escaping tonight? Okay, well, womp womp. Manic, if I had stuck with it, if I had actually not yammered on, do you think I could have escaped in 3 hours? Like something warm my bones? Something like a book of blueprints, perhaps? Sure. Yeah, right. What would you make it with? Grass and rocks? And all the pictures inside would be drawn by you? No thanks. Okay, I could have. I do happen to find one lying around. Go ahead and leave it on that table over there. Make the night watch a lot more interesting. Alright, good night, R. Dominic. Thanks for coming out and suffering my yammering. Wouldn't have had a ton of time left over. Yeah, I have no regrets. I much prefer chatting with y'all than making progress on these nights. They are fun, aren't they? You got Odalis on Humble, Steam key given away, but still has a DRE. Oh yeah, that's perfect. There you go. Yeah, we can escape from this prison anytime. It's fine. You know, I have Mondays, I have Wednesdays, I have Saturdays for making progress, and I've got Fridays for showing you guys all kinds of weird shit and talking about that. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think we can set those aside to just kind of talk about JRPGs and mobile games and shit. At least we know the lie of the land now. Counting on you, Miku. I wish I could go with you, but you're the one who hit the jackpot in the cell lottery. Work with that slime, bust the hammerhead out of the hole, we can flesh out the rest of the plan later on. Hey, Drake now. Okay, Drake now. Good news. You didn't miss much. you just missed us being in the hole earlier. Because I've spent like an hour and a half of the last 2 hours just talking about shit. We were talking about old Super Nintendo RPGs. I was talking about King of Fighters All-Stars on the phone. So yeah, you've missed vanishingly little gameplay. Have no fear. Might as well talk to the other prisoners, see if they know something that might make things easier. When you're sure you got what you need to put the plan in action, chill on the bench as usual. Okay, so we can do that. Whee! Let's sneak in the hole tonight. If you need help getting in there, you came to the right man. I happen to know there's a hole that allows you to access the hole. I think it was opened up by a falling boulder or something. There's a great big gap in the roof above the entrance. Leave it to you to work out how to get up there. You're a brainy builder here after all. Here on the grapevine, you two are playing. Everybody knows I'm gonna escape. Ask me it's impossible. Since you did help us all out back there, I'll give you a piece of advice. Jailers patrol the place at night. Their eyesight is terrible. Never notice you as long as you make sure to move when their backs are turned. Hide behind crates and crawl through the sewer canals. Did manage to escape, you bring hope to everyone stuck on this blasted rock, so good luck. Thanks again for taking fall for us like that. You're on weed clearing duty? You're doing a lot more than that, mind you. Knock yourselves out, isn't it? Here, I don't suppose you've seen old Barbara around, have you? She's a cat. Makes her kind of hard to miss. She's my little bundle of joy, she is. Those bones that girl does. Think she's a dog. I reckon she might have scampered off to the old crematorium. If you happen to spot her, make sure you say hello and let me know where she is. I'll make it worth your while. Maybe that's how we get the book. Again for taking the fall for us earlier. The fact you're willing to put yourselves on line for a bunch of virtual strangers speaks volume about how kind you are. A little token of my thanks. I have a smashing time cleaning the cells the other day and accidentally smashed one of the other prisoners' storage chests. Anyway, I hope it's of use to you. It's the famous Book of Blueprints, is it? Have a closer look, will you? Did you rescue the cat? Maybe when older, what's that supposed to mean? Alright, so we'll leave that as a handy distraction. If I place it... Oh, I can't look at it. Special interest periodical with an especially interesting pull-out section. Do tell, game. Do tell. Where do you think you're going? Get that bunny behind back where it belongs. Oh, okay. Probably have to do that after we sit on the bench.
Hi.
Centerfold architecture. It's so hot. Wah. Give me that cabbage. I earned it. Blueprints with blue is euphemistic description for adult sex-related stuff. Yep. And Nika clearly knows the birds and bees. Look at that mustache. Veritable feast, as always. Sumptuous supper. Malroth ever gonna get cabbage? Nah, you don't give a shit. I do. Whatever you do, don't you dare leave it on top of any simple small table, okay? I want any prying eye sockets to catch a glimpse of it now, would we? Would we? Would we? Yes, that would just be awful and good stuff. It's right where the jailer said he wanted it. Won't be able to resist having a peek at those blueprints during his nighttime patrol. Should make life easier for you. Honestly, one of the most impressively subtle puns I've seen, yeah. It does hinge on, like Cheese was mentioned earlier, it does hinge on knowing the etymology of blue in Japanese. Skeleton bone responds. Whee! I love her little Naruto run. Kind of hate that I've played so many weeks of this game without really fully utilizing the Naruto run. So far, so far good for our plan tonight. We set everything in motion. You need to free that Hammerhood at any cost. Take that slime with you. He knows the place like the back of his, back. Wish I could help, but I'll be stuck in my cell, so I'll just say this. Good luck. That, the jailer locks Miku and the other prisoners in their cell. Only took you to this highland halfway through the game to regularly use sprint. Yeah. So. I'll get there eventually. Alright. Fuck you, sleep. We got work to do. Hey, buddy. Gooey, Miko's back. I was starting to get worried something bad had happened. This island is more than halfway through the game. When I was first getting into anime, one of the first warnings anyone in the genre would give me was that any anime with a color in the name, particularly blue, was porn. Yep, that's fair. What? They threw you in the hole? Those screws are such meanies. Did you at least use the slime to come up with a plan to escape from the island? Want to befriend the wild hammerhood and have it help us dig through the tunnel? Thing's crazy, you'll never make friends with it. Won't even give you the slime of day. I do look awfully comforted, though. Maybe things will turn out goo in the end. I'll hold the port here. Good luck with everything. Okay, then let's go to the crematorium. Ah, this is a check that we need to do. Are the next two islands shorter or something? I mean, I don't want to know much about them, though. I mean, one of my... I always look forward to finishing games on stream because it means we get to start up something new and exciting. So as much as I'm enjoying this game, I am looking forward to finishing it and moving on to another chill game. They're massive? Okay. Well, I suppose it'll really depend on how much time we spend faffing about on them too. So since we're more familiar with how everything works now, it might not be that bad. Unlock the door, great job! I feel like the last island is shorter. Be real, finishing the game is secondary, you're just enjoying this for so. Very true, Drake, though. I look forward to finishing it, but not as much as I look forward to random chats with y'all. Dark Souls 3 is really chill, I promise. I think replaying Dark Souls 1 would be pretty chill for me, since I already know what to expect from everything. Sekiro would not be chill. Dark Souls 2 might not be chill. Last one's bigger than this, but not as big as they feel. Okay. No, we'll see. We'll get there eventually. And then Miko. Alright, I know how to get past this guy. I haven't watched a lot of Dark Souls 3. But I do know that over the course of the series, it tends to speed up. Like, Dark Souls 1 is a pretty slow-paced game. Dark Souls 2, I feel like, requires a bit more reaction time, and then compared to both of those, Dark Souls 3 looks hectic as fuck. Also, it's worth doing post-game stuff? Okay. It's good to know that there'll be more stuff after the main plot ends. There's a skeleton slooper close by. We'll be thrown back at yourself. He spots us. Looking for you. I know how we can stay out of sight. There's a great route Gottfried taught me. This way. Prison guard spots you. Will be sent back to the starting point. You'll have to stay out of the skeleton's eye lines if you want to reach your goal. I'm pretty sure I know where to go already. The big thing here is this island is probably just used to getting monster friends, which you can take back to any explore islands and recruit monsters to live on. That's cool. That's cool. Kitty! Isn't that Barbara? You know the cat that belongs to the Great Galoot in Block 3? They give you a reward if you said hello to her, right? Let's go ahead and do just that. Kitty! Cinder's mod for DS3 is incredible. Fixes the issues. Poison is just bullshit hyper armor set. I don't know how y'all... Oh, I could have just gone around the back, huh? Well, whatever. I found the cat. So, this was better. Fuck you, Goku. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would like... Personally, I would like to do the Dark Souls game sometime. Because I've only beaten one. I've beaten one and I've gotten halfway into 2. So that is something someday I would like to do. Might have to wait until we have more time for streams than even now, but they'll come up on votes eventually. So far so good. Looks like we'd best off sneaking through the gutters from here. Let's take it nice and slowly. Oh, these gutters smell hideous. pulling off a jailbreak here and I'm going on a pleasure cruise. Hurry up and follow me. Nikki, you were rummaging around in your chamber pot earlier. Don't. Is there a crawl button? Does it matter? Hundreds of hours into Souls games during this pandemic. And Neo as well, yeah? Souls and Souls-likes, yeah? Okay, so I want to go this way. Get off this rock and no slime! Nia's the main culprit. The end of the road, Gottfried taught me. We'll have to go our own way from here. Oh shit, that guy tried to escape. Batman's from Cell Block 2. Looks like we're not the only ones trying to escape. Should probably try Bloodborne again. Never got through it. Yeah, I wanna... At the very least, I want to do Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I want to replay 1 because I have remastered and I haven't played it, and it's been like, you know, 8-9 years since I played it. I want to get through Dark Souls 2, and then I've never played 3, and some people say it's the best, so it'd be foolish to miss out on that. And then maybe if we get through all 3 Dark Souls games, then people will finally be ready to watch Sekiro. Because I feel like even now, I feel like if I streamed Sekiro, there'd still be a bunch of people in the audience who haven't played it for themselves and wouldn't watch. So, but Dark Souls, I think we're right on the curve with Dark Souls. We're well poised to really catch the zeitgeist of that one. DS2 is good, but has lots of bullshit. The DLC is really good though. I mean, I've gotten halfway through it, so I know I can do it. I gave up at the Fire Castle and the big, like, fiery demon dragon thing in there. Sekiro's the best of them. I wish I had time to play it. I really wish I had time to play it. I enjoyed it immensely, the 2 streams that we did. It's just I couldn't continue with it. Oh, I know. Why don't you try riding on me and climbing cliffs? And jump super high, higher than you could on your own. My bouncy body can even keep you safe if we fall. Huh. Press RB when you're next to a friendly slime to hop on for a ride. That's cool. No, I want... Oh no! I bound talk and ride to the same button. Damn it, I should have known this was gonna happen. No, life is so hard. Nuts to this. Where's the ride button? I can't rebind it? Driving. Inventory, blueprints. Snapshot, notice board. What the? Oh wait, is it red and I missed? Oh, I missed it because. Did I miss it because of that? All right, we're gonna have to move interact back for a bit. No, I didn't. Oh my God in heaven, I didn't want that. Did I screw up whatever? Hope not. No, I didn't. Okay, it's great now. Oh my God, this is adorable. Oh my God. I love it. I wish you enjoyed those games, never been able to get into them. It'd be very funny to play Kingsfield on the PS1. I would actually be down for that. I would actually be extremely okay with that. I would like to do Kingsfield. I would like to do Demon Souls. I am not at all against either of those things. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay. You need to jump onto those vines. You could always use some sand, build a bridge across. I know. Oh wow, this is really cool. And a little bit nerve-wracking. Ruined a lot of slower games for you. You need more action in your RPGs. See, I need a variety. I can't just play one kind of game forever. Like, no matter how much I enjoy the Souls-likes, I can't just play Souls games, you know? I still need... You know, I still need, like, trading sims. I still need, like, city builders. I still need games like this. I don't need hidden object games anymore. I used to really enjoy hidden object games, but I think my time is at such a premium now that I can't spend them on hidden object games. There are good hidden object games out there. There are still some I'd recommend, but yeah. I think something had to give, and it was those. It was easier than I thought it would be. We're right about the entrance to the hole now. What that pile of sand's doing there? Play a hidden object game with a guide. You never need a guide for hidden object games. Like, every hidden object game is easy enough. If you need a guide for a hidden object game, it's a crap hidden object game, you shouldn't be playing it. Chimeras are really good for recruiting once you're out of here. Make it easy to grind. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, a hole into the hole. Like a goo way into me. Might hurt yourself if you drop down as you are. Climb on my back before you jump. Stop you from going splat. Bloop. Nice. Chimeras seem to recruit themselves. Not the same other choice, but yeah, if you had your PC, I'd be playing a bunch of other stuff like Doom Eternal. Nothing to report! All clear here, and then he's just gonna start, is that the key to the Hammerhead cell? Great! Good thing they don't have ears. God, I got so used to it. I got so used to being on right button, but now I gotta get used to it being on A again. Because it's, you gonna see your mission be like, yay! Okay, but what about the big guy? Is the big guy around here somewhere? Does he live in there? With the double doors? He must. No, Mr. Hammerhead, let's be free. Bash, bash, bash! Sludge seems like he's just as angry as the prisoner said. We'll have to beat it in battle first before he'll be our friend. Don't worry, I'll help. It's fighting slime. Not too worried about this guy. I think his time in the hole has weakened him. Can we be friends? Broom. Let's be friends. Look, Miku, there's a gratified glint in the Hammerhead's eyes. I think it wants to be friends. Go on, give us some monster munchies. Hi. One cabbage a day is a pretty rough diet. I thought they didn't feed them at all in the hole, actually. Now the question is, what do we do when we get out of here? Because we can't go back out this... Oh, God, we have to name him. What do we name the Mad Hammerhood? Greg. Bash Bash. MC Hammer. MC Hammer fits. MC Hammer fits. MC... There we go. Right. Add more spaces. Bash Rendar. That'd be great. Luigi. I'm gonna go with MC Hammer. Bash? Bash, bash! Would you look at that? It's a gajillion times friendlier than it was before. All that's left is to put that doll in its cell. That's sure to confuse those silly skeletons. Can't bash this. That's a really good looking doll.
Great, the screws will never notice the difference. I just need to lead MC Hammer back to the tunnel under your cell. Away we go.
Bash Rendar is fantastic, and it's honestly criminal that we don't have the space for that. It would be so good. I'm just gonna wonder why the Mad Hammerhead is now completely Nah. Nothing escapes their eye sockets. I keep hitting the top button. This is gonna drive me insane. His hammer did go missing, yeah. Maybe the hammer was the focus of his ire.
Okay, here goes. One last trip back to the tunnel under your cell, and we'll be all set to make our escape. A close eye on the screws, okay? We can't afford to get caught now.
Oh, this whole cave system's kind of open. Huh? They want us to go this way. Oh, we can go. Oh, wow. I swear y'all built the most useless ass prison. The hammer is where the brain is stored. Where is the urge to smash stored? In the hammer.
Good job, we sneaked right out into that jailer's news. Okay, let's head over that way next to make sure the screws don't see us.
I think I get this. Yeah, I think I get this. I think I understand.
New stuff. At this rate, we'll be back in the crematorium and no slime splat.
Wow.
We'll make it there without being splatted. We'll be home and dry. Come on, Miku. We just need to retrace our steps.
Our steps being this way, I think. Get over here, buddy. Boom. That? Yeah, that should be fine. These guys are dipshits anyway, they're not gonna see me. Can I go up and across like this? Well, I didn't know this was up here. This is cool. Doesn't look like there's much though. Okay, I guess we just have to go back through the sewage. There we go.
A little bit further to go now. I just need to avoid the guards standing in front of the crematorium. And sneak around if we go through that hole in the cliffs.
Since we already found the cat, we can just do just that. Yay! Victory!
Phew, we made it. The screws didn't notice a thing. Right, let's go back to the tunnel under your cell and regloop with the brown beard.
I really like this island. I think this is cool. You know, we had two big islands of building entire towns and complex structures and stuff. This is a really fun change of pace. The quests are simple, the sneaking is creative. Knowing these dudes hate building, they suck at constructing a prison. That's their excuse. They don't actually believe in destruction or anything. They're just so bad at building, they don't want anybody to build anything and make them feel really shitty about it. Third island will also be a big change of pace. Or you mean the island after this, right? I guess it'd be technically the fourth island. Ah, who's keeping count? Whatever.
Slooper, we're finally back safe and sound.
Arr, you blow. Is that the Hammerhood I've heard so much about? Welcome aboard, boat mate. 4 and 5 have both big change of pace. Don't consider this a proper island? That's fair. That's totally fair.
Pipe down, Brownbeard. If the screws here, your boat will be well and truly sunk.
I mean, the rate we're going, we're gonna spend as much time on this island as we would a proper island, so.
Call it a night for today. Best not to get greedy now. Tomorrow night we can have the Hammerhead bash our way to freedom. We can finally escape from Skalcatraz.
Bash, bash. Only fly in the haystack is this Hammerhead don't seem to talk our language. How are we gonna tell it where to use this hammer?
Miku, go and have a chat with Molly tomorrow. I bet she'll know what to do. Meantime, we'll stay out of sight down here. Good luck. Right, Slimy went back to your cell and put your bed back. Can't have the screws catching us now. Oh, and thanks, Miku. I think we're finally going to realize my good friend Gottfried's dream.
Bash, bash, bash. Har, har, har. Yurdy, her, her, her. Okay, let's do that, and that, and that, and that. She sleeps like a little mustachioed angel. Tremble, prisoners of Skalcatraz, the chief inspector is among you. Today I bring you that which you fear most. Surprise inspections. If 6,900 dragon coins, I regret to inform you that I can never watch the stream again. No, you just hit 7K. I'm sorry, Hive-Hum. But for that one moment, that one beautiful fleeting moment, it was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, Sludge. If they find the secret tunnel under your bed, all of our plans will be squished.
Funny business, hated humans, you will taste my wrath. If my men should find anything suspicious in your cells, you should be consigned to the hole for all eternity. Save another 15 highlighted message. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just highlight all your messages from now, Hive-Hum. So you can stay right there. The magic sex number.
How many sudden movements, Miku, or slime will be up?
Warning 6207. Now stay right where you are. I'm going to have a bone to pick with you. Jailer, what your eye socket see? Is that prisoner hiding anything from us? No. No, ma'am, Chief Inspector, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to report. Is that so? Number 6207, the would-be builder. If anyone had the wiles to try and flee this place, it would be you. Perhaps you might try digging an underground tunnel or two. I will ask you one question. I want you to answer me truthfully. Are you or aren't you up to no good? Yep. Yes, you are. Yes, you aren't. You're a tricksy one, all right. Still have my eye to keep on you. Have to keep my eye. Oh my god. We're gonna come up. Okay. For those of you sitting on like jealous dragon piles of dragon coins, we are because I slowly drift apart. We are gonna come up with some new stuff to do with them. Eventually I'm gonna get a chatbot working, and someone suggested that I have an expensive dragon coin reward for adding custom commands. So we're probably gonna do that. So that'll probably be the first like big ticket dragon coin thing that you guys will have. I have to learn all about chatbots first though. The other thing is when we start playing games like Metroidvanias and Dark Souls, I'm gonna add special dragon coin commands to let you guys pick my equipment. So if you're hoarding dragon coins, don't worry. Eventually, we will give you stuff to do with them. And there may also be different kinds of nominations and requests that we come up with in the future as well, if any of our streaming nights change or anything. So don't worry, Bacon Copter. You're such a regular. You'll get them all back in time. We're not gonna be doing Dark Souls anytime soon because my Cestus only fund. Right, inspection over. Everybody back to work. Savor another day of rehabilitation, inmates. Count yourself lucky this time, 6207. Well, not that lucky. You still got to head to morning roll call. Regular what he won't say. 10k Dragon Coins to feed a kill to Bubsy. Oh. Oh, that's another thing. If we ever end up doing XCOM style games where we get to make our own characters, I'll do Dragon Coin rewards to make a character, and then a more expensive one to force me to use your character. Not practical for Shining Force, unfortunately. But if we ever did an actual XCOM, like, I think that could be a lot of fun. Great poker face there, pal. Still, it can't be a good sign the Chief Inspector's shown up. We'll have to be extra careful now, Sheila, on the scene. Anyway, spill the beans. What'd you get up to last night? Is the Hammerhood on side now? On side. That's a really weird way to say that. So it's on our team, but we got nowhere to telling you which walls to smash down. Boy, you too. Stop flapping your jawbones and get to the yard. You're late for roll call. You know, you've both been a little too comfortable around here of late. Reckon it's time you're reminded who's in charge. Let's see now. I know. Sometime apart should do the trick. 628. As of tomorrow, your bony butt will call cell block 2 home. Huh? What? Make the most of your time together, because come tomorrow, you boneheads will never see each other again. Get moving, Miku. Looks like it's now or never. XCOM could be fun. I really want to do XCOM. I really want to do XCOM. I feel like XCOM would be a blast. Because it's everything people enjoy about streams, right? Like, it's a bunch of crunchy mechanics we can get into. It's custom characters that I can name after chat folks. It's all kinds of hilarious chaos because plans never go the way you expect. Yeah. It's... XCOM to me is like some peak viewer interaction without actual Twitch integration. We'll do it eventually. It's on the grand list of things to get to someday. Everyone from Block 3 accounted for. Someone from Block 2 tried to escape yesterday. Didn't get very far before we caught him, of course. Are there wacky voice packs in the workshop too? Punishment should be starting soon. If you hear someone scream for the High Priest's forgiveness, you know who it'll be. This will be a lesson to you numbskulls. You cannot escape from Skullcatraz. I wonder... I guess maybe a random thought. I wonder if I would be good enough at Darkest Dungeon to let y'all pick my teams. Like if we did Darkest Dungeon and I let y'all make yourselves as characters and I gave you Dragon Coin rewards to force me to use your characters, I wonder if I would actually be good enough at Darkest Dungeon to make progress using weird-ass lineups. Depends on the difficulty. So, like, the thing with Darkest Dungeon, I haven't seriously thought about streaming it because it's such a long game. But when I played it, I beat it on the base difficulty, and I beat it pretty handily. I beat it in like 70 weeks with, I think, 6 deaths. So I feel really comfortable with the base difficulty, but that was before the DLC. After the DLC came out, I was like, okay, let's give this another shot. Let's play on Blood Moon difficulty. Let's play on hard with the Crimson Court. That was a terrible fucking idea. That was one of the worst ideas I've ever had in my life. So I can handle... Yeah, Blood Moon is insane. The thing is, I can handle base Darkest Dungeons. I'm pretty confident I could do Stygian difficulty, just the base game. But I don't want to do that. I want to do the DLC. So I think what I would do, if I ever streamed Darkest Dungeon, I think I would do Radiant difficulty with all the DLC. And we'd beat the base game, we'd beat the court, we'd do the farm, we'd do all that shit. And then if people just fucking loved that, if people went crazy for it, then we would try Blood Moon. Once I learned how the court works on easy. You realize you may be handing people who have no idea how these games are played the option to make you play a character for a game they themselves have never played? Yes! Yes, Lodril High, I do. Been following a streamer for over a year who's been doing no-death Blood Moon runs. Guy's good at the game, still hasn't gotten it. No-death Blood Moon sounds insane. That sounds like... I know Celerity is doing Torchless Blood Moon, I think. I haven't watched to see how that's going, but I know people can handle Torchless runs pretty handily. So, If people can do Torchless Blood Moon, I know I can do Blood Moon eventually. And that's one of my like bucket list gaming goals is I want to beat Darkest Dungeon on Stygian / Blood Moon someday. I just don't know when. Yeah, Celerity is a beast, that's true. Some of you may have seen the builder's boat moored at the dock. Maybe you thought you could use that to escape? Well, tough luck. Tomorrow I'll be sitting on the seabed. Abandon all your dreams of escaping and focus on your rehabilitation. Okay, so we have to escape, well, tonight in-game, but it's not gonna be tonight. It looks like we're gonna make our escape on Tuesday. 6208, you'll be leaving us too. Just in case it didn't make it through that thick skull of yours, you'll be moving to Block 2 tomorrow. Enjoy your last day with your buddies from Block 3. We won't make you grow any more cabbages today. No, your task is weed the entire area while coming to terms with how pathetic your own existence is. Rest up before you break out? Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna eat. Cram my face full of tasty cabbage, tasty unburnt cabbage. Yeah, some more too. I'm fooling the Chief Inspector. When I started checking your cell, my heart was in my mouth. More important than that, how did last night go? Freed the Hammerhead, but can't get to listen to a word you say? Well, that is a pickle. Hey, lady, you know monsters, right? Surely you want to know how we can get to dig where we want. Oh, excuse me. Long day. There might be one day. One way. I don't think I can stream that much more. I'm getting incoherent. Long time ago, I saw the children of Hargon using a hammerhood to build a temple of sorts. They spend all their time moaning about building, but even they can't get by without it. Anyway, when they put a wall in the wrong place and they needed it demolished, they put some sort of sticker on it, and the hammerhood would attack it at once. Any ideas, 6207? If you think of anything, perhaps you could use that sewing station to make a few. Actually, fairly close to finishing this island. Well, we're gonna go for at least... Oh, well, we're gonna go for another 20 minutes. At least, so let's see where 20 minutes gets us. Place on walls you want hammerhoods to strike. Cool. Cool. We need some smashing signs. Let's do it. Oh, I can make infinite. I'm going to make 200 smashing signs. I'm just gonna let this guy destroy the entire island. Man, it'd be great if you could actually do that. It'd be stupid, but it'd also be great. Oof, those really are some smashing signs. Pop one of those any wall you want the hammerhood to break through and I'll start smashing away. Excellent, everything's finally coming together. We can finally get off this dumb rock. Said, what's the deal with Skelkatraz anyway? How's it fit into Hargon's plans? It's not as if his teachings are actually being enforced here. More than a few of the guards seem happy enough to build stuff. Everyone might know his name, but I'm starting to think this Hargon punk isn't all he's cracked up to be. What? Can't say I agree with you there. The real Hargon passed away a long time ago. Back in the day, they say he had the whole world under his thumb. Interesting. Hey, Miku, didn't you say something similar a while ago? What's more, even though he's long gone, this world of ours still seems to be shrouded in his lies. As far as I can remember, Hargon and the Master of Destruction he summoned were defeated by 3 heroes, the Scions of Erdrick. But nobody here, not the monsters, not the prisoners, not even the most devout of the children, seems to have a clue about any of that. I'm from a town named Burrowell, you know. One day I was walking in the mountains that lead to Renderak when I got lost in a snowstorm. I don't recognize either of those names. As I was trying to make my way through the blizzard, I stumbled upon a hidden valley, one that was strangely familiar and yet unlike anything I'd ever seen. Give it to you, lady. You know how to tell a tall tale, all right. Why don't you come with us? You can tell us how the story ends as we sail away into the sunset. Sorry, but I'll be staying put. If you succeed, your story will become a beacon of hope for everyone in here. But if I went with you, there'd be no one left behind to tell your tale. Aw, Molly. 6207. No, Miku. Farewell, my dear. In the nicest way possible, I do not want to see your face on this island ever again. I know that you can escape from this place. I know that one day you'll tear apart the tissue of lies that surrounds this world of darkness. Those are locations in Dragon Quest II. They wouldn't be near Rhone, would they? Because Rhone is the only hidden valley I can think of. Burrowell was Welgarth and Rendrak was... Oh, wow, I didn't realize they had redone all the names, too. I should play... Man, I really should play the ports of... I should play the Dragon Quest ports. I really should do that. Ideas are percolating. Plans are hatching. Molly's bedtime story arc completely sidetracked us from the mission at hand. We need to escape. It needs to happen tonight. Tomorrow I'll be stuck in Block 2 and our boat will be mass deep in the briny. And we can kiss freedom goodbye. As soon as I'm back in my cell, I'll dig as far into the floor as I can. The smashing signs out of the Hammerhood take care of the rest. Now let's relax on our favorite bench and wait for our sunset one last time. Feast. This guy has one thought in his bony head. Two thoughts. Handing us cabbages and looking at porn. Sumptuous supper. Eat your food, you're gonna need it. Yep. No fucks asked, no fucks given. Alright, let's cook this up.
Hi.
Life tip, you should eat food. I'll save these other two. Unless we get to 80 on the way back to our cell. Food is good. I agree. Oh my god. I'm still thinking about the sushi dinner we had last night. It was amazing. Just a pound of really good raw tuna. Sushi rice. My wife makes really good sushi rice. I've had lots of sushi, and her sushi rice is just so good. Unfortunately, the other cuts we got yellowtail and salmon, but unfortunately the cuts aren't suitable for sushi. But I imagine we're gonna fry them up or saute them or something in the next couple of days, and that's really exciting too. I never liked fish that much because my parents raised me on frozen fish sticks. So when I was living in Japan, I was exposed to like a whole new world of dining, marine dining. And my wife loves fish, so she's treated me to all kinds of tasty dishes. Same time, I have some co-op fresh flash frozen cod for dinner tonight. Oof, yeah. I had my mother is wonderful. I adore my mother. She was fantastic on every front. But yeah, childhood dinners were we had frozen fish sticks. We would have overcooked steaks. There was a lot. I was a picky eater as well. As a child, I was a picky eater. And she did accommodate that. So there was a lot I did not know about the wider world of food until I got out on my own. So no harm done. It's fine now. I eat things now they would never even dream of eating, my parents. So and I've gotten them to try a few things they would have tried otherwise that they really enjoy, like Japanese curry and like katsu and stuff. So didn't like fish besides super deep fried stuff until you went to Hawaii as a kid, and that was the only meat at some restaurants. Yeah, I love fish now. As far through the floor as my cell as I can. Use a smashing sign to have our hammer happy friend take care of the rest of it. See you down there. Finally be on our way back to home sweet home. Would like to say I'm an adventurous eater, but there's some very common ingredients I can't stand, like onion. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I understand how you feel. I do understand how you feel. That is tough. I think everybody likes Japanese curry. Mild, at least. Everybody likes mild Japanese curry. They just don't know yet. They just have to try it first. doesn't like the spicy ones. Yeah, I don't particularly either. To me, Japanese curry should be sweet. Indian curry can be spicy. Indian curry can be spicy as fuck. Onions and garlic really mess up your gut. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. I really like both of those. All right. Oh, interesting music. Dad's Hawaiian. When he was a kid, we had all kinds of fish at the time, including sushi and sashimi. Middle school sushi started showing up in more places. Most people I knew were like raw fish, ew. Late high school started, everyone was raving about sushi and asking if I'd ever had it. Ain't that the way?
Hello, Miku. I heard what's going to happen. Mr. Malroth will be changing cells tomorrow, and Captain Blubberbelly's ship will be destroyed.
So we have to strike tonight before the iron cools down.
We worked out how to make that hammer hood goo where we wanted to.
Pretty picky about curry because I'm not a fan of the smell of turmeric. I'd frequently go curry about as often as I could justify back when I lived near one. Yeah, if you can get a curry that really suits you, it's magnificent. I don't eat a lot of different Indian curries, but tikka masala, like chicken tikka masala, I will eat buckets of that. There's a all-you-can-eat Indian curry buffet pretty close to my office in El Segundo, and it's so good. I love going there. God damn it, Manic. My eyes were just naturally drawn to your pun, as one's attentions are naturally drawn to a car crash.
Smashing signs? That sounds like a great idea. Now the Hammerhood will know exactly which walls need squishing. Smash! Hardly believe the day is finally here. It's finally Slime for Gottfried's dream to come true.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this jailbreak started. First, we need to free Malroth.
And stick a smashing sign on their wall.
Your Hammerhead friend just adores smashing stuff with his mallet. Place a smashing sign on a wall and it's dig, dig, dig a lovely tunnel for you. Oh, nice. It's perfect. Nice. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Bino saw Manic was on the localization team for this game. He is just vibing. Too long enough. Monster didn't waste any time taking down that wall. Good to see you safe and sound. Good to see you safe and round, Malroth. Long time no see, Brownbeard. How you been? Not much better than I was. Now you're here. Alright, what's next? Oh. Smashing signs were great. We'll escape the island no slime at this rate. Alright, so... I know there's more dirt walls around here. We'll be able to go everywhere we want, though. It seems like the Hammerhead's mallet is only tough enough to dig through earth. See any other earth walls, go ahead and plop one of your smashing signs on it so our friend can do its thing. But goodness knows what we'll find on the other side. Maybe freedom. Maybe monsters. Okay, so... Okay, there's a dirt wall here.
Look, Miku.
It's made of earth. Why don't you have the Hammerhead squish it for us? I do want to see... I can't remember if there's another one in here or not. There is. There's another one over here. Boy, there. Another earth wall in the Starport Pow. Snooper. Had some good stuff. So glad I got exposed to you gross foods young. So one thing that... Okay, so it's those two walls. So one thing that helped me out was in college, my friends being into all different kinds of food and exposing me to stuff. Curries and Mongolian barbecue. And... Oh, hello. Do the shit out of this day. Nice. Oh, we're all poisoned. No, don't break my treasure chest. We got antidotes. That's really funny. Oh, cool. Antidotes heal everybody. That's awfully nice. The other thing was traveling. after I got out of college. Like after I finished college, I didn't want to get a job right away, and I had some savings. So I went to Spain, and I backpacked around Spain for a month, and you know, hard to find something like a McDonald's or a Wendy's there. So I tried all kinds of neat foods. That really broadened my palate, and I also fell in with some folks that wanted me to try all kinds of weird shit. I've had so while I was in Spain, I had squid ink paella, like black paella. I had blood sausage. What else I have? What time of year? When did I go? I went in... I think it was September? I went for 1 month, and what I did was I flew into Madrid, and my return ticket was for a month later. And I had a guidebook, and I charted a course all the way around the country. So I left Madrid. I went through some of the little old towns, heading north out of there. I made it to the coast where San Sebastian is. I traveled east to Barcelona, and I actually ended up in Barcelona during like their big ass annual festival, and that was like the most amazing thing. I had so much fun there. And then I traveled south to Valladolid, and then I took a long train trip westward back up into Madrid. So I didn't make it to the northwest corner, and I didn't make it down to the southern areas like Gibraltar. I didn't do any of the islands either, but I saw more than enough stuff to fill a month. And I met a bunch of really cool ass people, and it's cliche to say, but it was a life-changing experience. It was a huge factor in changing me from like the quiet shut-in that I was to the man you see before you now. So, I mean, living in Japan also did that. Like, I came back from Spain, and I was like, fuck it, I still don't want to just go get a job. And I was lucky because I didn't know what to do after that. And my friend from college wanted to go and teach English in Japan. I was like, well, shit, I'll go with you. And we both applied, we both got hired, we got a house in Nagoya together. And I taught English in Japan for 3 years. So, you know, formative experiences. I would say, I can't say it now with the global pandemic going on, but assuming things ever get back to a semblance of normalcy, traveling the world had probably the biggest impact on my life out of anything. Traveling the world, like, changed me more than anything else I've done in my life. And in good ways. In very, very good ways. I mean, I was certainly lucky. I didn't run into any troubles on my travels. I didn't get robbed. I didn't get hassled by anybody. You know, those are certainly all risks that you could run into. But yeah, it was an all-around positive experience. Yeah, I was very lucky. I have been Bacon Copter. I have to be honest with you. I've been lucky my entire life. Like everything I have, you know, I've had the wherewithal not to screw things up, but everything in my life I pretty much attribute to luck. Echofar, buddy, thank you for the raid. How you doing? What are we playing tonight? I forgot to check before I start up my stream tonight. Hello, hello.
Hold on, I think I can hear water splishing and splooshing around somewhere.
Jet Lancer, what is that? Imagine playing not SDF, I know, right? Imagine what that's gonna be like. Oh, an Animal Crossing, nice. I wish I could play more Animal Crossing. But my 8-year-old has pretty much taken over the island, and now I'm just forced labor building furniture for her that she doesn't have recipes for. Smell a lovely sea breeze and all.
Can't you see any earth walls nearby? See one have the hammer and squish it.
Lord of the Flies plus Children of the Corn. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, you're talking about my island. Yeah, sounds cool, doesn't it? Water. Certainly ain't seawater, though. Killed her into the corner. I quite like this smell. It seems somehow familiar. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. There's that sea breeze again. We can't be far from Auntie Ocean. You're waiting for them. Let's go. And now for some sad news. Uh-oh. Well, that's a zombie. Marg. It's a strolling stiff, a toddling body, a walking corpse. That explains the stink. Ain't half strange to see one down here, though. How'd it get here? Why is it all its own? Here, let's just thrash the dying daylights out of it and be on our way. How are we supposed to fight it? We're totally legless. I mean, hands-free. I mean, unarmed. That's gonna stop me. Come on, let's fight. Punch it. Ow. Almost knocked me back on the poop. Yay! Those things are really gross in 3D. Like, they were plenty gross enough back in the old 8-bit days. Yar, I've never been a proper sit-up before. That went surprisingly well, didn't it? I was throwing a fish hooks like that, never such a chance. Brownbeard's into it. Corpse. Could it be? Blister and Barnacles, I think it wants to be friends. Would you ever want to be bosom buddies with a thing like that? Thought for a second this is Animal Crossing. Echo Raid! Hey, Toro. What's up? We're playing Dragon Quest Builders 2. And we're in jail, but we're trying to jailbreak. I think we can work this out.
Miku, please, I'd be really grateful if you gave him some monster munchies.
Is this Gottfried? Here, have some candy. You love it. Yay! We have a cadaver in our team. It is kind of like Animal Crossing. More building, more questing. Equivalent levels of chilling. Oh my god, we've been rambling so much tonight, Echo Far. I've probably done like an hour of gameplay and like 2 hours of talking. I got out all my old SNES RPG cartridges. I was showing them off to everybody. I've got like Soul Blazer and Brain Lord and Chrono Trigger and the Final Fantasies and Secret of Mana and Secret Evermore. Talking about stuff we should stream. We were talking about JRPGs. We were talking about Final Dungeons. We were talking about food. Talking about DS games. Dragon Quest Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, it's been a blast tonight. I've been having a great time. Hopefully chat has too. You don't beat slimes in Animal Crossing, I hope. Well, we don't beat slimes if they're on our team here. Name the zombie. What do we name the corpse? Oof. Oof, Manic. Oof. He's a thriller? Greg. Annie. Slimes did nothing wrong, leave him alone. Because he's not okay? I kind of like that one. That's a deep cut. That's good. I think I like that one. Let's do Annie. I think this is Gottfried anyway. You sure he's friendly? He's certain not to sound it. It's
you, isn't it?
Arg. Never thought I'd be friends with a corpse, but it is what it is. Come on, let's look for an exit. You too, Stink Breath. Honestly, like, the thing about the zombies that really gets me is the drool. Just the giant, chunky drool. Wafting in the breeze. can't deal with it. You know, I've had this torch this whole time. I probably could have been fighting with it. It has the texture of rubber cement. I know, right? Like, how gross is that? Alright, so this place is pretty extensive. I didn't realize all this was down here. Uh-oh. Well. Try to get this over with. Wahahaha. So we meet again, numbers 6207, 6208. I've been waiting for you.
What the heck's the Chief Inspector doing here? Don't tell me she was onto us all along.
Yes, my boy, 1,000 times yes! I followed your foolish plot from the very beginning, biding my time waiting for this very moment.
Why? You know what we're up to. Why'd you let us go free all the slime?
Why, that's elementary, my dear slime. It is Hargon's will. He teaches us to allow our enemies a glimpse of the salvation they crave before we snatch it away forevermore. And if even a mighty builder is unable to escape from Skelkatraz, then the other inmates will know they haven't a hope. We shall kill several dreams with one stone.
Wait, so you put Miku in that cell on purpose?
Precisely. Did you really think I, the Chief Inspector of Skelkatraz, would not know that Gottfried dug a tunnel underneath his cell?
Oh no.
Work here is done. Now it is time for your punishment. The crime of attempting to escape from Skelkatraz, I sentence you to death. I sentence you to meet my fist. Yeah, what Stink Breath said. Let's beat this bozo black and blue and get the heck out of here. Can I fight with this? No, I can't. Maximum punch. Now it's a beat 'em up. Ah, more skeletons. Hell out of here. Inspect this. Inspect my foot in your ass. Bagcopter, where's that trumpet emote from? That's cute. More exciting when we don't kill the boss in 10 seconds. What you get for messing with Malroth and his pals, punk? Look, it's your Chief Inspector at all your bits and bills. Oh, shit. Yes. Here, Miku, you're up. Now you got a trusty hammer back. You should be able to break us out of here. So, okay, I got all my shit back. Monsters won't bother you anymore. So do I need to go back from here, or can I go out? Can I go out this way and around? You can go out that way and work your way up. Yes, also the blueprints. Yeah, I wouldn't want to forget that. Okay, so I can destroy this entire island now, huh? Just curious if that's just for show or not. Freedom! FFZ lets you pick emojis really easily. Booyah! Freedom at last! Yay! I see, so we just... I guess you bring back to the Island of Awakening from here? There she puffs. My beloved ship, I thought I'd never see her again. Well, obviously all the pets. Couple of the prisoners, maybe? Nobody? Nobody? What? While I'm thinking about it, are there any mini medal puzzles on this island? I'm guessing no. Alright, I don't think this is the way we're gonna go. Okay. So when you say work your way around, what kind of around are we talking here? I guess we can get up that way. Go get it now, yeah. Content, 6-hour stream! I wish I could do marathon streams for y'all, but it's not happening during quarantine. The trade-off is that we actually get to do these Tuesday, Thursday streams. Great time to learn Windbreaker climbing strats. We could do that. We could do that. Or we could tunnel up through here like a psychopath. I don't want to sleep, but you must. The viewer is willing, but the flesh is weak. One more day of work before the weekend. Hell yes. And tomorrow night we're gonna be looking at retro-styled FPS demos for Indie Variety Night. You too, Akafar. Thanks again for the raid. I really appreciate it. While you're flying, one of the buttons lets you execute an attack that launches you up and back down. Yeah, I messed with that a bit. You use that move to scale a bunch of blocks at a time. Okay. This is probably the least optimal way to do this, but I'm kind of enjoying it. Bonsoir. Be honest, I know this is the content you crave. How much of this do I have to tunnel through to get out of here? I thought this was a really good idea. It'd be neat to see where you end up, yeah. I had a good rhythm going, and then I think I must have misaligned myself. Retro FPS should be great. What's lined up? Let me get out of here, and I'll tell you what I got on tap. Let me maybe get out of here and I'll tell you what I got on tap. Where am I? Oh! Different color of stone and soil and such. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Oh, I see daylight. Alright, where do we end up? We are... Where is this? Where was this? What is this? Okay. Okay. Hang on a sec. So let me let you guys know what we're doing tomorrow night. First of all, let's see. Let me find the name of the one we're going to be leading with. It's the most important. Where was it? It was in our Discord. Somebody linked it in game chat or something, but people post so much shit in here. I don't know how I'm gonna find it. I need to find this anyway, so I know what to look for. Hell Hunt. Hell Hunt is going to be the first one we're checking out. They're dropping a demo tomorrow. Once we're done with that, I have lined up a free first-person shooter called Shrine, and then demos for Arsenal Demon, Hellbound, and Project Warlock. No mini metal puzzles on the island confirmed. Okay, thank you. So we have quite a wealth of games to take a look at, and if we manage to run through all of those, and y'all still want more, I'm gonna have Hydroneer that we can tuck into. Got Project Warlock and Humble Choice. Oh, did you try it? When you leave this island, you can never return. Okay, so we just need to get all the fun stuff out of here. Project Warlock's super fun. Okay, great. Oh wow, there's a big arch over there. What was my... That's the button I wanted. Alright. First things first, guillotines. What up, dickhead? They didn't give them new dialogue for the breakout. Unbelievable. Huh. Huh. Well, there's one thing over here I want to do. Yeah, we won't forget the blueprints, don't worry. You know what? You can eat my entire asshole. Think about what you've done. Hey, the zombie was into it. For the love of God, Montressor. Bought Project Warlock at launch with some super gratifying weapon upgrades. More of a Wolfenstein-like with lots of variety and modern perspective. Damn impressive. Also, I'm going to rescue all of my cabbages. Liberate. I'm going to liberate my cabbages. Fine, you can get him out of there with a hammer. Oh, wait. I don't need to take any of this stuff. This is the principle of the thing. My cabbages. So it's a miracle, chat. We actually did manage to escape from this dumb island tonight. Despite all my ramblings. Well, I guess we haven't left yet, but... Oh, you want to break some shit too? Let's do it! So yeah, I think we'll have a lot of fun tomorrow night. Man, I don't need any of this wood. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, parts. Let's see. The spear racks would be kind of nice. Spinning wheel, yes, I wanted to take the spinning wheel. Huh, the bench is immortal. Ah, so is this junk. God damn it. I guess it's so you can't find a way to bust it and screw up the quest. Well, we'll learn how to make them ourselves soon enough. Let's take everything else. I mean, I think I've earned this. Retro FPSs are great after playing the best retro FPS. I know, right? Perfect way to celebrate completion of Dark Forces. It really, I gotta be honest with you, playing Dark Forces really put me in the mood to revisit all kinds of other old first-person shooters. I mean, shit, I think we could have a good time playing, like, Doom Wads one night, you know? I've thought about that a bit, too. Playing more, like, mods and wads and hacks and stuff. Didn't really care for it. I felt a little too crude compared to some of the other new retro FPSs. Project Warlock, yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll have a bunch of them to compare it against, too, so... Going down ultraviolence. I don't think I need it also. There you go. What the hell is back here? I never got to go back here in this treasure. It's fucking hard. Oh, random question since we're on the topic. How would y'all feel about, like... How would y'all feel about, like, Mario ROM hacks? Because like, the channels that I watch during the day now, they do a lot of that stuff, and it's starting to look really fun to me. I'm wondering if that would be something you guys would be interested in seeing. Whoa, what's that? Oh, well, there's nothing now. I had a hobble for a moment there. You ever seen a streamer called Chambo? No, I haven't. No Plutonia? We can do Plutonia. I mean, really, we can do whatever the hell you guys want. Whoa, I got an axe. That's cool. Sweet guy, you think I'd like him? I'll check him out then. Chambo. He streams Mario hacks. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check him out then. Oh no, it's strictly off limits. I guess I can't be in there anymore. Womp, 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 womp. Okay, is there anything else? I want these big-ass statues. Can y'all think of anything else that I should go and grab? Whoa, wow, another one. Oh, come on. Buddy Years has been streaming Mario hacks a bit. Oh, you dicks. Maybe there's Justin TV account to watch live streams of Kaizo hacks? Nice. Oh, you fuckers. I want the statues. I don't want to have to go all the way across there, though. Nope, that's gonna catch me, too. you start with item abuse by Pangaea Panga? No, that bullshit's not gonna work on me, dude. I watched too many Kaizo streamers for that to work. I actually know a couple. If we wanted to do that, I've heard of a couple that might be good to start with. I think Barbarous King even has like a chatbot command for suggested ROM hacks for people interested in getting into it for the first time. Panga's a fucking sadist. Panga's levels are absolutely stupid. They're amazing to behold. But yeah, he is a Kaizo sadist. What the hell is this? I've never... Huh. I never even found this part. There was something under there, like, actually something worthwhile. I'm gonna have some fun with this guy. Oh, no. I want to do this. I thought that was gonna be more exciting. Yo, Betty, Cold Gold Steel, what's up, buddy? I don't know how. We're supposed to be escaping from this island, but I'm too busy destroying it. I'm not seeing anything. Unless it's further under here. This is where the skeletons take a piss. Ew, it's full of skeleton pee. Oh, you just saw space. Okay. How dare this game tease me. Like, part of me wonders if I could just, like, tunnel through the walls here to get around that... Well, you know what? It can't take that long. Nope. I think it goes all the way through, so... Alright. Fuck it. I got the guillotines. I'm happy with that. I got my porn. I'm happy with that. Where the hell's the boat? All the way on the other side. The crematorium had some of those statues. Can I get in the crematorium? Looks like they added some more checks. So I don't think that's gonna be possible. Crematorium. Oh, we lost our pets somewhere. That was weird. Okay, so now the challenge is me getting back. Like... Where did I fall down to get into here? We need to get back on top of the mountain. Alright, we're gonna... It doesn't matter, we're gonna nerd pull. Yummy. I'm ready to leave this place. Thank you. No, I'm not going fishing. There better not be any rare-ass fish you can only get on this island either. They wouldn't do that. Nice view from up here. Fly fishing. Damn it, Steel. Alright. Oh, I think we came out somewhere over there, didn't we? Anyway. Oh, that was a crematorium down there. Whatever, we're leaving. Bored of this place. Let's see. Making these was really fun. Do you think they got to make these islands like in engine using similar tools that the players do?
We were free. We finally made Godfrey's dream come true.
Rarg. Lots happened since we first arrived here, eh? Found some new friends, even learned how to make monster munchies. It's all thanks to Children of Hargon. Beyond the guillotines and the blueprint book, there isn't much to miss here. You're all welcome to come back with us and live on our island, you know. You'd be safe there. Smash, smash.
Thank you, Mr. Malroth. You're much kinder than you look. But I think I'm going to stay here.
You what?
All I ever wanted was to escape from Skelkatraz, and now that wish has been granted. But I never actually wanted to leave. This is my home. Might be a horrible place for you goomans, but it's heaven for us monsters. You know what they say, different horses for different courses. Not that any of us here is a horse, of course. Anyway, you two better hurry up and sail away from here before the screws grab you. Big thanks to you both. Without you, my friend Godfrey's dream never would have come true. I'm super duper Groot for everything you've done for me.
Do the purposefully made Minecrafty shit? Finding the hidden stuff is fun? That's a different request.
Goodbye, my friends, and good luck.
Hey! Escape complete. I hope. Hope nothing else happens to us on the way back. All plank for the Isle Awakening. The more I think about it, the weirder this place was. We heard our share of strange stories, and I had one heck of a dream to boot. There's that thing that Molly said about the world being shrouded in Hargon's lies. Even though he's dead, there's monsters praying for him to come back. And then there's that voice I hear every now and then. Could it be?
What are you doing? The screws will catch you if you don't leave soon. We might not see each other again for very long, Slime, but I'll never forget the slimes we shared here together.
Marg.
Remember about Molly, we'll look after her. One day we'll help her and the other prisoners who escaped from Skelkatraz too. Goodbye, Miku, Mr. Malroth, and Blubberbeard. Say hi to everyone on your island for me.
Rip our friends. All aboard for a trip abroad. Let's get the fuck out of here. Back to the isle we go. Woo, escape. It only took hours of rambling. Ah! We did it, gang. And we're back. Wow, did Lulu camp out by the dock waiting for us? Or was everything on our island destroyed? Now I have the ability to bring monsters home. That's pretty exciting too. That means any monster we run into, we're gonna want to capture. Believe it. If it isn't Miku and Malroth, nice of you to finally show up. I've been worried sick. Where in Blaze have you been? I thought the Children of Hargon might have found you and whisked you away, or worse. Calm down, calm down. We had everything under control. I wouldn't let anything bad happen to Miku. Enough about us. What about you? How did things go down after we escaped? I don't know how we did it. With the combined forces of Furfield and Crumble Dun, we somehow managed to drive the Rotters away. Not any monster, only some can be captured. They won't always offer to join you if they're eligible. Only random chance, no boss monsters. Okay, cool. Now others are sleeping now. We've been waiting around the clock for you to return, you know. So what kept you away for so long? Alright, we're gonna stop right here. We will fill Lulu in, we'll get readjusted to the Isle on Tuesday. And we will jump right back into the plot as well. So don't worry about that. I am ready for the next real island. So. I have a boss monster in your team, though he's not in boss monster form. Okay. So yeah. we will come right on back to this on Tuesday. Because tomorrow night, we'll be doing Indie Variety Night with a bunch of retro-styled FPSs. Saturday night, we'll be back on Shining Force 2 in the wake of our great Kraken victory. Monday will be more Thief the Dark Project. We beat the Bone Horde this past Monday, so next mission, though, shit gets really weird. New Manic with secret allies with Bad Boon all along. Hello and goodbye, Cornudo. It's good to see you, buddy. And then, yeah, back on this on Tuesday. And we'll be starting Below on Wednesday, if you missed last night. SFD wasn't quite the blockbuster roguelike we were hoping it was, so I'm just going with the runner-up from last time. So, anyway, y'all. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure, Drake Nell, and my pleasure to everyone else out there. Thank you so much for coming out, and thanks for keeping me company, chatting with me, having a good time, rambling. We might get in some rambling tomorrow. Probably not as much, but you never know. Move below, maybe it has music. We would be so lucky. All right, let me see if anybody's streaming. Fortunately, I passed Echo Far, so we weren't able to stream him. Holy moly. There is a big channel streaming Dragon Quest Builders 2. That's a surprise. Polo Mayo. Never heard of them. Let's go pile into their channel. Why don't we? Let them know what we were doing. Hopefully they're cool. They have a cute doggy as their pictures. Anyway, guys, thanks again for coming out. A pleasure as always. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for Indie Variety FPS Retro Night thing. Oh, I'm tired. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Until tomorrow, take care. Bye, everybody.